spoons. Yeah, yeah, to spoon. You provide them a reverend to spoon. Yeah, yeah, to spoon. If you eat keep on regular, my brother to spoon. You got a spoon TV, you got a spoon radio, to spoon. Yeah, yeah, to spoon. You want to get a loose update, to spoon. Yeah, Rastafari. Kilibamba, kilibamba, kilibamba. Kilibamba, kilibamba, kilibamba. What I want? Yes, somebody. Yes, somebody. Spoon TV. Spoon. Balabadi, balabadi. Kididi, dabado. Spoon entertainment. Kua, 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 kua. Kua, 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 kutile. Kua, kua, kutile. Bien suave.
Yes, I, a special one from the CEO, Stan coming with the spoon. And your boy, right at the South Bend. On the way. To get your information. To the spoon, to be fine.
Yes, my brother, to spoon. You want to know what is happening, Morocco, to spoon. Politicians want to make their decision, just to spoon. I tell you, once you hear this song, you already know it's time for your program, Spoon Talk. Forever a waiting program where everybody is all seated, pretty tight. People are watching, people are listening. This program is live on Spoon 107.5 FM, Fabric 101.1 FM, Super 95.5. We are also live on Spoon TV, Fabric TV, Super TV, and we are live on Spoon Talk on YouTube. And so we welcome you to today's edition, the last day of the month, October 2025. And there are different things happening around the country today, yesterday, day before yesterday, all going to be climaxed right here on today's edition. So we say welcome wherever you are, whatever you are doing. Welcome to Spoon Talk. My name is Lorena Honoré. I am your producer for tonight. What I want? Yes, you know, we always give you the chance to put your calls through and talk to us. Whatever it is on your mind, we are going to open the lines. Give you the chance to put your points through first before the CEO and the rest of the panelists come on. Again, let me welcome you to Spoon Talk. My name is Lorena Honoré. And today, again, it's going to be another thought-provoking edition. As always, they never disappoint. Everything about Liberia is going to be discussed. You are going to be a part of it. Please share the show, call your friends, tell everybody. Make sure people gather to come and watch the program, or even tune into your radio. You know, just use your little button phone, 107.5, 101.1, and be a part of the program. And for those on YouTube, yes, subscribe and hit the notification button so that whenever a program comes on, you can be a part of the edition, even if we're going live around the country. Again, let me say welcome. And so firstly, let me open the line so that you put your calls through before the CEO and the rest of the panelists come through. 077771075. 05551101075 as we bring you unfolding developments and breaking news and headlines that made headway in the country today and past days that will be discussed. Something that is troubling you, something that is on your mind you want to talk about. It could be health issue, educational, political, whatever it is about your country. This is your chance and opportunity. So call us and be on the show.
Hello.
First caller, good evening.
Yeah, hello, good evening to President, and good evening to my peace-loving people of the Republic of Liberia, and good evening to you, dear this Lorena Honoré in studio in Liberia. The name remains constant, Alfonso A.F. Kamara, once again back to our Spoon
Where are you
Network
calling
talk
from?
show. I am directly speaking to the entire government of the Republic of Liberia.
Mm-hmm.
They are running with a visa extension.
Uh-huh.
Yes, we agree. The visa extension from 1 to 3 years for visa, it's agreeable that it's necessary. But it's not in the interest of the masses and the ordinary Liberian. Those visa extension is beneficial for those who in authority, this government official and their families and their girlfriends, whatever. And then they also run with President Joseph Boakai be meeting with Emmanuel Macron in France. It's not something things. Joseph Emmanuel Boakai is now community chairman. He is now chief chief. He is the president of the Republic of Liberia. He had the right to meet up with any other official in the world.
All right. Thank you,
What
sir.
can be the deliverance after he returns?
What is the point you want to go through now?
So it's not be running around.
All right.
It's not something.
Okay.
Martin in local so where a benefit visa extension even some of your United Partisans put us with us. You will not benefit.
Thank you, sir. 055101075 077771075. Call and be live on the show. Put your points through. Quickly, 40 seconds at least. Just say what you have to say and give others a chance to put their calls through. Good evening. 077771075 05551011075. Good evening.
Hello.
Yes, you're live on the show, sir. Good evening. What's your name? Where are you calling us from?
Peter Yasin, I call you 20 years ago.
You say who?
Peter Yasin, and I call you from GS Road.
Mr. Yasin, what's on your mind?
I just want to tell President Park, I thank you for putting back on the map.
For what?
Thank you for everything that you are doing. We continue to support you and we support you. This is the reason why we support you.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Just like that. 055510175 077771075. Let's hear you. Good evening.
Hello?
Yep, you're live on the show.
How you doing?
I'm okay, sir. What is your name? Where are you calling us from?
Yeah, this is partner. I'm calling from the business.
What's on your mind?
Yeah, I just want to commend the CEO for this superb network. Always keep us informed with events that are going on in the country. You know, I just want to tell all Liberians that we should put the party sentiment aside and build this country.
Okay.
Because every time people call, they just condemn the other party, that will not go far.
Okay.
I really want to commend the CEO. God bless you and those panelists, all one of you, including you, says Lorena.
Thank you.
Bless you people to always keep us informed because there are things going on in our backyard we don't even know. You will always keep us informed.
Thank you, sir. All right, let's take you. Good evening. You're live on the show. What is your name? Where are you calling us from? What is your name? Where are you calling us from? Okay, let's take this other caller. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, you're live on the show. What is your name? Where are you calling us from?
Yeah, my name is Mo Bobo, calling from Obase Coca-Cola Factory District number 3.
Mo Bobo, what is on your mind?
I'm talking point going to some of our brothers. And also to the Public Works Minister. Public Works Minister, we brought the government into power. We the people from Lower Bond there. Total tax on a road. Our road damage. I went there today. I felt bad. From Total to go Sanoye, we pay $700 to $800. Our road back. They Lower Bond people ready give food to you. You please try to grade our road.
Thank you.
I'm talking to the president on my own thing. I ready on my heart. Sanoye and Salah District.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right, 077771075 05551011075. Let's talk to you. Good evening.
Yeah, thank you.
You're live on the show.
This is Lawson Pan. And I'm from District 2 in Montreal.
Okay.
Look, we appreciate you firstly. That's my night. I understand there are other lawmakers in the house who are arguing that once the female genital mutilation is on the bill is on the floor, you also put on the floor the issue of the same-sex marriage. So it is unfortunate. Somebody even talk about discussing same-sex marriage in a house there. The issue of that particular bill from the executive about the female genital mutilation is important. It's council assistance. So for the bill of all, a particular portion was created so that educate our girls when they come from there, educate our boys when they come from there. But this day, when they come from there, they are even more far than even those that don't go there before. Okay. And secondly, to conclude, those people who are the authority of that particular sector, they are not observing the issue of HIV and AIDS. Mind you, those tools, for 80% of the day, use those tools over girls What have been used multiple times on more than 4 or 5 years. People in Israel that go to or in Africa, they are the souls.
That is
Are the
serious.
souls. They're not addressing the issue of fentanyl because those two are roasted as a man. Roasted food.
What is your suggestion, sir?
It's very simple. Very simple. It should abolish it.
Okay.
Abolish it. It's very fast to think all the time.
You're welcome. 0777-771075, 0555-101075. Good evening. What is your name? Where are you calling us from, sir?
Name is Camera calling from Omega Community.
Calling me from where?
Omega Community.
Oh, I thought you said Nyampanto. What is on your mind?
Yeah, what is on my mind already? Concerning with it.
What happened to
With
Rella,
it,
sir?
230. It's expensive with it. So I wanted the PCC or the whoever continue with it to try and clean out here. But it takes too much.
Are you selling a red light?
What?
You selling a red light?
Yeah, after the takes too much in with it.
Okay. Thank you for being on the show, okay?
Okay.
0777-771075, 0555-101075. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, your name and where you calling us from?
My name is Imana C. calling from Oro, Ofi.
What is on your mind?
What's on my mind is Lorena is about. It's the topic go to the CEO. You know, we used to enjoy the spoon talk when they had the other panelists there before. But my advice to the people is that we enjoy the show, one of the show that we listen to in Liberia. Let's forget about the personal attacking, the people that are courage, most of the time it's not good. Let it go. And when they're discussing the issue, they discuss it directly that we all the work, understand what is going on. But when you continue to attack issue on the show will not look fun for us. So let it please start. Let it see how best they go in a chat and discuss that. Let it forget about the personal attack and discuss the Liberian people issue. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. 0777-771075, 0555-101075. Good evening. You're live on the show.
Hello.
Good evening, sir. You're live on the show. What is your name? Where
Good
are you
evening.
calling us from?
My name is Mede Kasa from the Sokene Ofi.
Okay, let's hear you.
The chief, my concern had to do with the law in which the government put about parade.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we observe that the same people that talk about fun people, they are caught parading on the street. They are here escorting people to parade on the street. Yesterday, around the Tubero Junction, traffic was jammed, black, with the police car escorting the Christ Embassy Church.
Mm.
So I really want to know whether the law is still working.
Okay. Thank you for being on the show, yeah? Okay, let's hear you. Good evening.
Good morning, Lauren. How you doing?
Good evening. You're live on the show. What is your name? Where are you calling us from?
Dominic Dixon calling from New York.
So what's happening?
Yeah, what's on my mind is that the United States extended the visa to 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
What's important to the local people? You go to 500% go for visa interview. You get only 5% visa. So what's important? They take my visa fee 360. They don't return. They don't give it back to me.
Okay.
So what do I benefit from the benefit of America? Nothing happening to it.
Thank you, sir. All right, so we are here to provide a platform where you put your calls through and talk your own. The next person will come talk their own. 0777-771075, 0555-101075. Good evening.
Lorena, good evening.
Yes, you're live on the show, sir.
CGIF. Sogu Fufana is money. In Baje, member of United Party, Intellectual Bureau. In Baje Baje tonight. Lorena, my issue I've drawn to the yesterday show on Spoon Talk. You know, Lorena, let's say this. Sogu Hussein Duke, the MD of Triple, he was businessman before he got the political appointment. So people, if you are here, most of the media, I say the better conflict of interest. They make it not a business because a football manager, a can lead that, but they couldn't see a good guy have committed because the first investigation vindicated me. But they couldn't see the man committed. He is Madingo man. That's all. Be a Madingo man. That one can't tell you to say you are not in agreement. But the Chinese man on the show yesterday. He alleged a friend because, like Kev, because that was their CDC vow contaminated their brain. They don't even know what to do. They still question the man. Hello?
Why are you insulting?
No, I'm not insulting. That's what I'm saying. That is not insulting. That is
the virus contaminated their brain now. Yeah? So I will cut you off. Let's talk to you. 077771075 05551101075. If you are there, we are here. Want to make sure you put your calls through, and we are going to put you through. At the same time, share the show wherever you are. You're watching via whichever medium. We would like you to share the show. Good evening.
Hello, good evening.
You're live on the show, sir. What is your name? Where are you calling us from?
Thank you so much. I'm Henry Square. I'm calling from the non-Barclay community.
What's on your mind?
What's on my mind is about the issue of this National Identification Act.
Mm-hmm.
We're having a lot of issue with it.
Okay.
Working or they are not working for now.
Mm-hmm.
You go for your ID card or even go to renew, the office is closed down. They tell you that they are putting mechanism in place. And for how long they have not been open or not open yet. So I was thinking that maybe they could make an announcement or then we that have our ID card, even though it's expired, but then it can be used because where is all to renew the ID card or where is all to get the ID card, it's not functioning for now. They are still putting mechanism in place. So really I think that it got to my mind because places you will go, they either tell you, oh, you carry passport or you carry national ID card and all of that. And then with national ID card, where you gotta go and get it, you're not getting it, and what you're having is not value, or even though it's expired, or you're having it. I think there should be a way that we got to use it, go on the general public and tell people that those that have the ID card that have it, even though it's expired, but it can be used until we get in, until we kick off. Then
thank you, sir.
We'll renew the ID card again, and then start giving people ID card. Really
okay.
Me, please.
All right, we'll investigate that. Let's take this caller. Good evening.
Hello?
Yes, you're live on the show. What is your name? Where are you calling us from?
My name is Chokon Martin. I'm calling from Yedemi.
Chokon, what's on your mind?
Yeah, the thing that on my mind is the information minister. When he happened to have a press conference, why he always talk about the past government, always talk about George Weah. The same thing with Waterspoon. We're having to have a show. You will be calling George Weah. No, they're making the man too famous. They're making the man too famous. Why the man not the thing that we bad thing that he was doing that issue we're talking for in power? Let the man just be. Whatever that show that Waterspoon has, he must call George Weah. Information minister, he had a press conference. He will call George Weah. No.
Thank you. I didn't cut you off. 077771075 05551101075. Let's talk to you. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Yes, you're live on the show, sir. What is your name? Where are you calling us from?
Thank you so much. My name is Meshach, prepared leader Elliot, and I'm joining you from Moses Black Community Soul Clinic.
Okay.
Quickly, I have two concerns.
Quickly,
the first one has to do with the expired goods on the market.
Uh-huh.
The expired goods are getting too much on the market. If you go to red light, you go to Waterside and other places, even at the supermarket, there are a lot of expired goods, and these things are causing a lot of health issues for people. So I want to talk to the Ministry of Commerce and that of the Monrovia City Corporation and Prince William City Corporation, to be specific, to double up their efforts in searching in the various shops for expired goods. There are a lot of expired goods.
All right.
The next thing I want to talk about has to do with this U.S. rate. If you look at Ivory Coast today, Liberia can imitate from Ivory Coast. Today you go to Ivory Coast, the U.S. not use market. If you have a U.S., go to the beach and change the U.S. dollar. If you go to the market or supermarket, anywhere in Ivory Coast, you don't use the US dollar, they use the CFA. So because of that, people do not complain in that country about US rate. When Liberia imitates from Ivory Coast, we will stop complaining about US rate in this place. Let's get the US off the market. No money transfer to be alone. If I was in US, anyone has let us go in the bureau and change their US, and we use $20 market, and that will help our country a lot. Thank you so much.
You are welcome. That's the same thing in Ghana and Nigeria. Well, we already know that President Joseph Numa Boaka is in Paris, France. And for this immediate release, he addressed an economic roundtable organized under the auspices of the movement, that's Mouvement des Entreprises de France. I tell you. France's largest employer federation as part of efforts to attract foreign investment and strengthen bilateral economic ties between Liberia and France. The high-level engagement held in Paris is in line with President Boaka's ongoing initiative to diversify Liberia's foreign policy and reposition the nation as a trusted destination for trade and investment in West Africa. Yeah, I saw people celebrating yesterday when they saw the French president, Mr. Macron, receiving President Joseph Numa Boaka for a dinner. The way they saw President Boaka royally stepping towards the French president. I saw people celebrating, in different corners, barber shops, salons, where people were watching television. It was live. And I heard Liberians, celebrating. Also, they've been celebrating 3 years visa extension as well. But people are also asking, how sure are we are really going to get a visa like that? But yes, even if you get a visa, the thing is you're going to get 3 years. So it's something to celebrate. Good evening.
Yeah, hello, Rina.
Live on the show. Your name quickly, to the point, please.
This is Patrick Diayu, and I call you from Lower Margibi.
What's on your mind?
Yeah, please, I want you, when I drop the line, just take some now 2 seconds to briefly explain to me. This guy, they talk about taking from America, that notorious criminal. Is he or Liberian? What they America to say the same? They sending him here. I only heard, the deputy chief clerk, reading that day when Emmanuel said he covered, the laws out there, but he brought the SS for. I have not, listen to anything in detail. But they say he's a criminal, he's a notorious, he can hack system. So what America got to send him here? Is he a Liberian, commit a crime over there, and they say go back home?
Thank you.
So that's my concern to there, Lorena.
All right. Thank you, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, we understand that your country, you got to be concerned. That is why we provide a platform. So you come here and express whatever grievances that you have. It is your right as a Liberian, and Spoon Talk is the only place you have the opportunity to, express such concerns. So call us and let's hear your own concern. What is it that is troubling you? What is that issue that you just want to talk about? Something you want to add? Something you want to subtract? 0777-771-075, 0555-101075. Good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
You're live on the show, sir.
This is Abdullah RM Formula calling from Broville.
Abdullah, what's on your mind?
What on my mind this evening concerning the dead is taking over Monrovia again, especially Douala market. The dead nearly closing the road and nobody cares. I don't know why, how it's happening, but it's happening. People don't care. The garbage in Monrovia City, around Monrovia, when you go to Central Street, go to the Great, the whole place, so garbage everywhere. And the city mayor, we don't know what he's doing. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. 0777-771-075, 0555-101075. He is concerned about the garbage around Monrovia, and which is true, right? In the city, you can't even visit Monrovia City itself these days. Really, really filthy. I mean, dirt is all over the place where people are selling and eating at the same time. You don't want to see what they sit and eat in. It is sad. Good evening. You're live on the show, sir.
Good evening.
What is your name? Where are you calling us from?
There's something down calling from the whole road.
What's going on, Samson? Why are you sounding like that?
Yeah, I think our guy just called or complained about this criminal that America sending here.
Mm-hmm.
Why America is looking at all of these to be a waste product country or what? But they can take it there or saying somewhere else, or because everything is going out now for others, so they just be sending to them do things that they say we ourselves we don't need security. We need security. How good are the criminal here to be attacking and doing all of things in this country here? Why are we living in this place here? It's not safe for us.
Thank you, sir.
It's not safe at all. You can't do it today. Why should they do it? It's bad. It's bad. It's bad.
Okay. Thanks for calling. 0555-101075. 0777-771075. Call us and let's hear you. What is that thing you want to talk about? Why are you so concerned? Good evening.
Good evening, Lavina. My name is Soki Tera and I'm from Banasville.
What's on your mind?
Yeah, my point I want to make this evening is, like the college
your
part
monitor a
of
little
Siku
bit.
Fofana. Siku Fofana there, when they call you on the radio, they party money that they give you there to be responding. You don't know what to tell people. You referring to somebody as CDC Varana, what kind of brain, you saying that. Yeah, I just sorry because they just wasting their time.
Okay.
Yeah, because you're not going to be doing that to people, disrespecting people there, in the name of defending, the party. You can't do that. You got to be respectful when you call on the show.
All
People
right,
not
sir.
waiting, something like that to kind of say, you can be listening to you say, on the show.
Thank you, yeah.
That one is not good.
Thank you very much. All right. And talking about dirt and garbage all over the streets is a concern. Liberians are complaining because we know about the mosquito business, the malaria and the typhoid. Whenever you go to the hospital, the two biggest sicknesses they will always talk about, and sugar has joined too, diabetes. Yes, so if people are concerned about the filth, the waste in the country, we are hoping that those in charge, the city corporation and Painesville City Corporation as well, because Painesville is another filthy community that you people should do what you are supposed to do to keep the city clean. Even those that are selling market, business people, they are also responsible for some of the filth around the country. And I see this story that I would like to bring in quickly. I see the director of the EPA, and that is Dr. Emmanuel Ure Yapawolo. All right, he had a project, and in an effort to improve the city's waste management system, key stakeholders signed a memorandum of understanding recently, this week, launching a solid waste management transformative pilot project, a collaborative initiative designed to enhance coordination, efficiency.
Lorena, you can see me?
Yeah,
I'm a ghost.
I can see you. I can see. I was just waiting for you to come through. Good evening, sir.
No, yeah, that you holding us on.
Good evening.
You can't let on the show.
I was not late to see you. Somebody told you I was late.
I was here. You came 12 minutes after.
No, I've been in the building. See you. I just wanted the theme song to roll a little bit.
No problem. My own, I can talk to you.
I know. Welcome, sir. Good evening.
Lorena, how you doing? How the church?
All right, we're doing well.
Thank God for the church.
Yeah.
Lorena, today is a beautiful day. We're blessed to be here. I see Damo in the back. Is he coming on? Or he's spying on you?
I don't know.
Hello, that he's spying on you. I see him in the back. Huh?
Once he's there, he will come on see you.
Yeah, but what he's spying for? I can see he's spying with one eye. Lorena, welcome our people. Look at Blamo too. Blamo too. Now Friday, I put histoire trop. Tipos Dems. I don't know Tipo from which country. Maybe from Lofa. I really don't know which country you're from. James Momo, how you doing, my friend? It's good to see you. Ben Z Capolo. Ben Z Capolo is here. Let me not help me pronounce the name. Mo Jenny or Man Jenny? What's the name here? The person sent an email address. James Favor Vani. James Favor Vani is here. No commute. Ahmed Jalazio. All the good people joining us today. The Voices of Lavalazu. Afro Fender is here as well. Hamilton Bean. Hamilton Bean. How you doing, Hamilton? Lorena, I got an issue with you, Lorena. Samuel Peters has been a long time. How you doing, my brother Sam? I got a problem with you, Lorena. Winston Gray, how are you, Winston? Fede Bala is here as always. Quebec, Zizi Zion, Angeline William. So Lorena, you come on the show on Friday once a week and you come late, Lorena. And, the poor woman will ask you why.
I don't come late or see you.
Well, it's not me though, Lorena. I mean, your audience want me to ask you. The other people here, they say, ask Lorena. Star TV. Hey guys, what's up? What's up, Star TV? Look at Sita Hamose. I'm gonna ask you why you started the show late today. Albert Flomo is here as well. Guys, share the show. Let's make progress. It's good to see you. Today, Lorena, you know what? 20 people resigning from CMC, Lorena. Did you see 5 of them? 5 of them resigned from CMC. What do you think, Lorena? I mean, the guys going to come on. I'm trying to reach out to Musa Benete. 5 of the people around the world, not only in America, they're leaving CMC. Grace Gua, Mohammed, Sharif, all of them, they say, the reason why some of them gave me, I will explain it today, but they are leaving CMC, Lorena. What do you think?
I mean, see, if they gave you the reason, then they must have the reason. Maybe they weren't even really.
They do have a reason. I'm saying why you think they're leaving? Why you think a new party
maybe
that everybody was running to now they are leaving? It's like some of the reason they gave me. I gotta talk to Musa. They are saying Musa is not committed to his promises. And Musa, my friend, I really want to talk to Musa before saying it, right? But they are leaving CMC, Lorena. They are.
What promises did they want, CEO? The party is a new party. It just started. It just got, established, and they haven't even gone a year yet, and they already expect what?
People say they got problem with money issue, they got problem with organization issue, they got fundamental problem with the way in which Musa doing one man all. You know when they say one man all, right? You bring the money, you control everything. And the people say that's not to their expectation, And I think we have to call Musa, and this is serious, guys. CMC, can you give me the CMC logo? I think you have it. Can you find it? But this my man Musa has some ability, but he got some serious issue going on. People are breaking away from him. As early as today, we are seeing information of people leaving. I want to ask Musa why these people leaving and where are they going to? I told you that Dama was spying on you. Look at Dama. He was spying on you. I mean, this your owner boss man, Lorena. The man will spy on you. If you're not on time, then he fire you. I see the man put a memo
on time, see you.
The man, you wasn't on time today, Lorena. Seriously, you were 12 minutes late. The man doing a recall. He said everybody come back to the station. It's an internal memo, but I got a copy of the memo. Somebody dropped it to me. It says, Stanton, see, okay, you talk this on your Spoon Talk. Dama is doing a recall, and the manager that. So Spoon Talk can go against their own network. That Spoon Talk will even talk about Dama. Dama, why are you doing a recall, Dama? Hey, Dama, you borrow. They gave you position in 2 days. Yeah, you recalling everybody.
Now that's a new position. Even 10 new position. But honestly, I wasn't the one that told the CEO you were late. Let me just make that disclaimer. He was probably watching and he said it himself. I wasn't the one.
No, you told me. You must have get a text message. I asked you. I said, why Lorena late? Let the message right here. I texted you. It's in the chat room. And he said, I'm in the back waiting on you. Then I said, John Lorena. Then he said, but she late. So,
you know why I like you. Yes, thank you.
Listen, don't tell me your thing.
I went to Miss Titi office. I was in the building.
And Lorena, I called Miss Titi too. Miss Titi, I think she told you that I called because Dama said, and go in the chat room, Lorena. I said, Lorena, why are you not on? Did you see that, right?
Yes,
because Dama said to me that you were late. So, I mean, I've just been fair. Listen, it gotta be fair.
Our office is way downstairs. He doesn't know. He doesn't have a camera to know who's in studio, who is not in studio. You know, the theme song usually we allow the theme song
But
to
you know, Lorena, that's okay. I got no problem with it. I just tell you that Diamond spy on you, and you said no.
I mean, I felt it. So I mean,
You felt plenty. If you pray mother partner on an intuition is totally wrong. If that's why you felt, then you're.
That's okay. Lorena, that's okay. I let her push up fire between the stand there. The one I let do. I'll push her fire. But Lorena, though, on a serious note, right? That's okay. You last week again you were late. This week you late. We're watching you. I mean, it'll be time to dusher. Everybody working on time now. That's what Dama said. He want to do a recall. He said everybody come back on base. If you at Mika, you at the Capitol building, everywhere you at, come back on base. Hey, I let Dama. And Megan played. And Megan fire Lorena before daybreak. Lorena, Dama said you get a first over.
He needs
a first over warning. I want to say thanks to all of you, man. It's so good to be here. On a serious note, we do appreciate Dama Slanger and Lorena Honoree and all of the staff. You guys doing exceptionally well. We do appreciate your contribution to the network. The network belongs to you guys, and every step of the way, you guys are doing pretty beautiful, exceptional job, and we do appreciate it. I want to say welcome to another edition of Spoon Talk on the 31st day. Today is Halloween, though. Everybody coming, all the children coming out for trick or treat. They're going to get a candy, they're going to get a chocolate, and everybody going to be giving it. I don't know whether they will do it this time because the government is shut down. And when the government shut down, you know, over 40+ million people have nothing. So therefore, everybody kind of be very careful. But if you can pass on your candy, be very careful. Know how you're opening your doors tonight, because they got some bad people out there. You know, you open your door thing, you're going to give the children candy. You got some bad folks. They're going to come and harm you and unwrap you and so. I don't do trick or treat. I mean, I don't open my door for anybody. If you want your candy, go to the store and buy a candy. I'm not opening my door for anybody, children. I am not opening my door for anybody, and I turn the front lights off that moment. Because if there be no lights, they will not come, you know. And you hear the sound, bing, bing, somebody in at the door. But again, I am not opening my door for anybody. I don't do no trick or treat. If you knock it, the dogs will bark at you and you will not leave it. You go open your door, then you get some people that let's stand on with this one and say trick or treat. And I know somebody. No, be frank. Some people here, they don't like us, you know. So they will take this opportunity to knock on your door. They will ring the doorbell and say trick or treat. You open it and say, "Are you attacking job? Where you tell other power? Man, we're here for you today." Or they say, "Are you talking about Joseph Iman Braga? We're here for you today." So at the end of the day, I do not open my door for anyone. All right, and the kids know, the family fully aware. We do not do this trick or treat, not because we don't want to give candy out, but because of the security reason. We don't do it. So, but if you up there, you think you're good, Dama, you want to get your candy, your chocolate, go ahead and do it. But to each his own, just be very careful. People want to take this opportunity to beat on your door, enter your house and rob you and harm you. So be very careful how you open your doors tonight for the children. Some people, they are shut down, but they are not kids. Yeah. Some of the parents that will be in the car, now you open the door, the parents that will come and rob you. Be very careful as you celebrate trick or treat. I mean, it's a big day. The kids had to have day of school. Some other places, there were no school today. And I'm telling you, if you just sit here down, you will realize that you don't want to open your door if you are concerned of your security. But it's good to see all of you, Dama. What's up?
It's all good. It's a pleasure being here, Lorena. Pleasant night to you. Hope you're doing great. Mr. Russell, how are you? And pleasant evening. Good day to all those of you watching us all around the world. A lot happening in the country. A lot of news coming out of France. You know, someone jokingly said whenever President Boubacar is taking very serious decisions, have you noticed that he's either out of town or he's out of country when he's firing or suspending?
I'm getting a bad feedback from you, though.
Let me see if I can adjust.
Yeah, please. Yeah. we're getting that one sound from you. Try to get a better equipment. I think you get from China, they didn't help you. You went to China, you get that stuff.
There you are, you my boss man. You in America, you on top of
how you be running a peace station? They say I'm your boss man.
You can put the box together, and send it to
Yes, that's everything Dama did. Lorena, are you all, Lorena? Are you off?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yeah, but your camera is not doing well, Lorena. What's going on with your camera?
I don't know what's happening. It's like somebody came and just did a lot of different setup here. But I'm okay, sir. I can hear you.
What do you mean somebody came, Lorena? Don't scare me. We got the best internet system in the
But
country.
they was my Halloween CEO.
Yeah. But the thing is that Dama went China. He brought all the China equipment. Now they are not working properly, right, Lorena? Ain't you hearing the sound?
Who complained to you say equipment not working properly?
We hearing it. Remember, we hearing it.
Yeah,
but wait,
that's
okay.
Feedback.
Okay, that asks the audience. You get a Chinese feedback. It's a twang.
They're the American feedback, son.
Better yet, Mr. Slanger, I am shipping a container this week, and Stanton, you can send anything you would like to send for Diamond. So
from the station for everybody.
Yeah, for everybody.
You.
All the supplies you can send.
There you go.
Okay, so Dama, I want you to hear something, right? Please. Yeah. And I appreciate my brother Winfred Russell, but Winfred Russell, the politics like this would not work. Today is Friday, 4:51 p.m. The post offices are closed. Tomorrow is Saturday. The question that people are asking you, what you said this week you are shipping container. When this week you are shipping a container? When? Oh, you mute yourself again? Unmute yourself, Antonio. When?
Saturday. So tomorrow. But listen now. But
I didn't say anything. We listen to you.
Yeah. Okay. But we have an express courier service that will pick it up and bring it, because the containers will be put on the train on the rail service from here to New Jersey, Delaware, and all on the East Coast there. So we just pick it up and they will hand deliver whatever you have to send. That's just a special perk for all of the Spoon employees and all of the Spoon folks.
But I want to understand. You are shipping tomorrow.
Shipping from here, and it will be in transit in New Jersey along the East Coast.
Kev, help me understand. I'm trying to understand this, brother. So for Spoon Talk and the Spoon Network, we will go on the train, and then we are rocking the train. Kev, what kind of message? So we'll go on the train and stop the train. I want to understand this guy.
So, Russell, you expect Stanton to go with a hammer and break the lock and open it and put something in there?
No.
Why can't you just
office? Look, we have an office on the East Coast. It will be transit. They would just get the things and put them in the container.
But you're not being fair, though. I know you mean well, and I hope this is not what you're doing with the Labrador National Police, okay?
What are we doing with National Police?
I hope this is not what they got to do with the Labrador National Police. He and Gregory come on this thing, because how can I go and stop the train and break into your container?
Okay.
No. Wait. When you want to do
the train will be passing and you stop the train, you get in and you put the stuff in there. How it work? I don't know.
So okay. Bottom line is
you try.
Lorena.
Yes, sir.
And Diamond. Bottom line is that just send me what you would like to send them, and they will get it intact. So just forget about all the other things. Just send it to me. We have containers leaving at least 4 or 5 containers leaving every week from Minnesota. We got about 50 plus people leaving every week to go to Liberia. So just get it to me and forget the rest.
Okay, so I should get it to you and forget the rest, and I appreciate that, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask Dama what actually needed, and a lot of folks contribute. But you can start by doing the best you can do for what you have right now in that container that you're sending, right? And they will receive that. So whatever you can get, you have a Best Buy store, you get Walmart, you get, just go there and just talk to Dama, whatever you can afford. Your whole charity group, right? The Minnesota Police Department, the Fire Department, anything you get, Gregory, come on, just get our own. And that would be better. That would be just work that cat. Anything you get, Gregor Kuma, just say we got this network, we got to give the network, the walking, talking, the everything we take it. All the OO Polica give it to us, we take it. And that would be fine.
You see that man wants to start politics now.
No, I don't do politics. I'm talking to Dama, but we appreciate you though. That's the best thing you can do. And we really appreciate the fact that you're going to do this for us. And, you know, so let's get a man of big crowd. We see some old police car. Yeah.
Mr. Russell, how many times has he mentioned police car?
Yeah.
Listen, this is what we do. We want to appreciate each and every one of you joining us today. I don't know, whenever Lorena in the studio, so many different things happening. She in and out with the internet. It was fine yesterday. Now you're looking so horrible today.
Looking worried.
Yeah, Lorena, I don't know what Lorena doing. Maybe she want to go home early.
Today, you know, today the last
Lorena, not really. You want to go home, you want to go home early. Lorena, you want to go home early.
Lorena,
but thank you. You always allow me to go home early.
Lorena, I enjoy the church service. That is in Liberia.
No, that was not Nigeria. Nigeria sent you.
Yeah, that Nigeria, because that building there.
Yeah, you won't find way to talk to Lorena. Do it outside of our show. We're begging you. Do it outside our show. And yeah, remember, Leo alone with you and Lorena church every business. You won't find way to connect. Do it after our show, please. I mean, what people can keep it real? What Dama he left?
He's coming back. Still there.
Lorena, you're a wonderful person. Thank you very much for holding it down. We're happy to have our brother Russell here with us. Kyle Bagbala is in the back. I get Jefferson Chesson. He texted me and said he's black. I don't know who black Jefferson. I hope that he can make his way on the show, Kev. But he texted me and said he's black. I really don't know who black him. You know. I don't know. Well, Jefferson Chesson said he's black. Damon, I don't know. How can anyone be black from the show? Damon.
I'm not aware of how that works. But let me check it. Probably his device.
No, don't stress yourself. Don't check it. Don't stress yourself.
Probably his device have got an issue or so.
That's easy. That's easy to get a new device, new computer. Yeah. Let's see get a new computer, no problem. Don't check that much, just leave it alone. But we got, I want to put up this thing real quick, and we're going to start the show, right? Because something is really hurting me that Musa Berete people are just resigning. Wilfred Russell, what's going on? I mean, that what we can get into it, we got a lot to discuss today. We'll talk about the president trip. We'll talk about the TIA. We're going to talk about the GVG company. We're going to talk about, you guys know it, we'll be calling Francis Dopo, Senator Dopo, to talk to us about Liberians again as spectators in our own land. We're going to talk about Musa Berete. Did he curse Mama Bridge? Or did he say something about Mama Bridge? I don't know, but I will let you hear that video, right? We're going to bring in Anthony Johnson. Anthony Johnson. We're going to talk about Anthony Johnson. He was mad yesterday. We're going to play his video also. And I want to say to all of you, just sit back, enjoy the show, share the show. It's going to be a fantastic quality show today, that they can say. A unique one coming your way today. But let me bring this up. Russell, a call for change, a leadership legacy lost. Somebody again leaving Musa Hassan Benete. It is with a heavy heart, fueled by unyielding conviction and a deep sense of responsibility that I submit my former resignation as Dubai chairperson of Citizen Movement of Change. Effective immediately. That letter number 1. Letter number 2, notification of resignation from CMC USA leadership and membership. Dear CMC executive team, please accept this letter as formal notice of my resignation from the position of mobilization chairperson of the Citizen Movement of Change USA effective immediately. I want to put the rest of the documents out. People are leaving Musa Benete, Winfred Russell. Let's just play on this for a little bit. What's going on here? Musa Benete momentum is decreasing. That momentum is dropping like Coca-Cola. All right? People are saying loss of leadership. I want you to know me. I'm not saying this. Leadership legacy lost. And we got to say, I mean, what say you? What's going on here? We'll put the rest of the letter up. I want to hear from Musa. Why is Musa having early trouble?
Yes, that's something we need to find out. I've put out some information. They're trying to await feedback as to what's going on, because it seemed like musical chair. You know that game where they call musical chairs, where folks keep dancing around chairing, and whoever jump on the chair first. So that's not good for a new party. And Musa has had the momentum. CMC has had the momentum, and we saw, I think it was last week or a couple of weeks ago, a senior official of a party resigned, and now we have this coming on. So we need some answers. We need for them to tell us what's going on. But it does not look good when you have in the early formation of the party, and you hear people are leaving, and you are reading folks are dropping like flies. It's concerning. So I hope Musa and the CMC folks are listening, and they can give us some information as to why people are leaving so early. That's not good. That's not good news, Stanton.
As much as we want to play this, right? And this is just our version of Share the Show, folks. Something is happening to CMC. This political party just came into existence. Citizen Movement for Change. The people saying no. Musa seem not to be legit. Musa seem not to be real. Musa have a fundamental issue here. And the people are saying, we are leaving you. As early as it is, they are saying we will not wait till 2026. We are leaving you now. You can carry your money. You can carry your cars. We are leaving you now. And that's a big in-house fighting. And we will go into it today. And I'm going to call Musa. But the Liberian people, what I'm hearing, that is so scary for me. They said Musa have taken the party to the extreme. The extreme right, saying that this party is for this purpose. And listen, I will call Musa to explain, because this is a young party that losing steam. Damas Dango, I will come to you. Kev Hassan, we welcome you. The Councilor Kanyo, Baba, the only man where you go buzz on the show. Every show time you go buzz. We go buzz out of Star now. The man still flash when you go buzz from Liberia. People don't talk about you go buzz anymore. He had a white t-shirt, you go buzz. He got a black t-shirt, you go buzz. He got a red t-shirt, you go buzz. That's a you go buzz fan. But again, welcome to the show, my dear brother Councilor Kanyo Baba. Maybe next time you will not wear you go buzz again. God, what's going on here? Musa is losing it. Something terrible is happening. Talk to me.
I don't think Musa is losing it, Stanton. My position is that I don't think people who live in, I don't think they feel aligned with the vision and the direction of Musa. and you get a certain caliber of people that coming in, like Wade Power, and a very, very
Man, your chair can be sounding like you passing gas.
No,
The chair get a funny sound.
Yeah, it can.
Like you change it, it's just $199 for man. The chair, people ask you who passing gas. It's like your chair sound when you're moving through. Maybe I don't know. But anyway, talk to us. I just needed to make that clear.
You know, look at the caliber of people that come in by the power. And you understand, Spencer, you know, the other day you were, speaking about body power. You see how strong it is. This is a woman that ran or running a big company. So I think that certain people cannot stand. Maybe that's my feeling. That's me. I'm not part of the party. Maybe cannot stand the wave of Musa, the caliber of people that are coming in. So when you look at the people that are coming in versus the people that live in, I think it's something there. So you want to look at the people that are coming in. And I see Russell. You say it's not good, but Russell, and people leave because of maybe their vision not aligned with where Musa going. But I think Musa going somewhere. I think those people that leave in versus the people that are coming in. The caliber of people way far different. So there are strong people coming in, and I don't think some of them could stand it. That's
Kev, I don't think you're helping Musa though. Musa didn't know that these people get caliber beyond them before he brought them in. And before I bring my brother Kanyo in though, guys, welcome. This is terrible. What we are hearing about these people leaving, look, Grace Goa, just yesterday, they bring mouth open. Wow. CMC people, this is my first and last warning to you all. What you all do not want to do is come after me with lies. I resign from your party in peace and professionally. I have nothing to say to you all, and you should have nothing to say to me. I'm a very outspoken person and do not have to use lies and insults to express myself like most of you will resort to. Aha. Following process and standard set is not control, it is procedure. You don't want to start a war with me. I ain't no killer, but don't push me. A hint to the wise is quite enough. Now, if you listen to Grace Goa went with Musa all over. Today, she's sending a warning, a very, very strong warning. I do not have to use lies and insult to express myself like most of you will resort to. What's that? We have another lady from Europe that resigned early when Musa visited Manchester. And when Musa spoke, we played that video, can you? About, you heard that tape before, the Madingo tape, something that Musa said, right? She got so offended, she left the program and she came back to America. She said she's done with CMC. Can you've been around the terrain with political party. You get one of the biggest experiences here. Talk to us. If you see Grace and other people stepping down today and giving different reasons, and we'll put them up. But just the first three I put up, and now they're coming after Grace as early as it is to attack her, and you're getting a response. What say you, Kanyo? How can Musa now set this thing in order?
Thank you, CEO. Good evening to Brother Russell and my own brother Kev Hassan. It's good to be back to talk Liberia and hopefully make the country better. To the question that you asked, CEO, I will say something that may sound controversial, but I'm just aiming to be honest and to answer your question. I don't think we should form political parties out of anger or out of a need to be relevant or out of a need to be recognized. I don't think we should do so. I think political parties should be anchored in our genuine desire to move the country forward. I respect Brother Ability. In fact, my brief stint in the Liberty Party during that period when I left the CDC, went to the Liberty Party and came back to the CDC now and still a sedition, I interacted to some extent with Brother Musa Ability. So I know him. He can be a very magnanimous guy. He can also be a very autocratic guy. So I know him in that respect, and I have nothing but respect for him because he's a go-getter. He wants what he wants. But the initial point I made is that political parties should not be formed out of a need because you are angry or because you want to position yourself, in some form or manner. It has to be thought out. So when you see these things falling apart, remember we had this conversation before CEO when we all asked, where is the chairperson of the CMC? It may seem to be a very simple question, but a chairperson should be separate from the political leader because the chairperson deals with the administrative and the running of the party. The political leader is the face of the party. He has the vision, but the chairperson implements with the party structure. Where is the chairperson of the CMC? We don't know. Where is the organogram of the CMC? Who is what where? I'm saying this with a lot of love for Musa, but I speak very frankly and clearly. I don't hate him. I'm not trying to dump down on him, but with being practical and factual on the show. Where is the organogram of the CMC? Most of the appointments we see have been ad hoc. Or we are appointing in Nimba, or we are appointing in Bapolu. We appoint so. Is there a clear structure that people are being appointed to? It doesn't seem that way. So as a result, when you have all these overlaps, people start getting frustrated, people start getting angry because the structure is not firm and sound. And when they want to do things, they can't get it away because everybody has to call the political leader. The political leader get tired. You're just calling me every day. I want money. I get money that I have to be wasting around. Because the structure isn't there, what people should expect. So this enchantment steps in. I would advise Brother Musa that he needs to double back and think through his approach. I know he may have a sector that he can tap into if he's running, that sector of the population. But even that sector too, look, Mandingos and Muslims are becoming secularized. These are people who are not sticking with people because you just Mandingo and Muslim. So he got to think through that and make a decision. Just before I go see you, last point to make, just to emphasize my point. People were talking Sir Joseph ain't going nowhere, right? But one thing Sir Joseph did that could have a multiplier effect for him, I don't know yet though. He found Ahmed Salif.
No. Kayo, don't bring Sir Joseph here. We'll get to Sir Joseph later. Yeah.
Okay.
Today is Friday. We'll bring everybody in because this is getting crazy. Now, let's hear you. And this thing is getting. I want you guys to understand, right? This is Ibrahim v. Sharif. This is Ibrahim Sharif. At the end of this thing, Ibrahim Sharif saying, "Now listen, guys. As I depart, I leave behind a legacy of hope and disappointment. A reminder that the pursuit of change is continuous struggle. I hope that the party will rediscover its commitment to genuine change and reform." Now, we were called Ibrahim and hear from him. But what Ibrahim is saying about genuine change and reform. But I would not be a part of it. I wish the party members and leadership all the best. Damon. Or genuine change? Talk to me, Damon.
Yeah, so I firstly want to kickstart by saying people joining and leaving political parties is not a strange thing. Sometimes people join because they feel the grass is greener on the other side, or there are perks and other things that they might benefit from from a new party and they join, and people resign from parties. But what I'm concerned about is whether or not there are internal wranglings, whether or not the structure is an autocratic one. And if there are internal wranglings, this is a new party and they still have a lot of time to get this right. The only thing is not to let this spill overboard to the extent that it becomes a serious issue that everybody knows that the CMC has got issues that they cannot handle and people are leaving and jumping overboard and all of that. So I'm willing to hear from Musa Hassan Bilete, the political leader, if he wants to discuss what these resignations were all about, and even those who resigned, if they want to speak about their experience in the CMC and what led to their resignation. It will give us a better understanding as to what is unfolding that is leading to resignations in row. I want to call it a series of resignations as well. So until I can hear from them and until we can hear from the CMC as well, I'll just take it as differences in ideology, or people probably went into with an expectation that those expectations weren't met. By the end of the day, if the CMC doesn't put its house in order, it will look like one of the short-lived boys club and one of these short-lived, institutions that are just built around a particular person and it fades away. I don't think the CMC wants to fade away, so I'm sure they'll work on what is going on. CEO.
But thank you very much, Russell. Russell, something is happening here, though. This is Musa Bebe. Musa Bilete, CMC that he baby. And let all Liberians hear us and hear us well. I mean, everybody pointing to CMC on a different level. That sincerity, disorganization, and other issues happening as early as yesterday. The chairperson, William Henry Kennedy, the mobilization chair, it's right there. The message is done with immediate effect. And not only resigning, he even leaving the party, relinquishing his membership. You can read the letter, is there. The Dubai, from all the way Dubai, the Dubai chairperson, the name is Ibrahim Sharif. Not only that he resigning, he said he's leaving too. Grace Gua left. CMC put the announcement up. But there are other people leaving and more leaving, and no announcement going up. And now they're attacking Grace. I've never met her before. I heard of her. And she has to respond. But listen to what she said. I am no killer, but don't push me. And this is huge. Wars have meanings. So Musa got to address this thing. Musa party is in some kind of zealotry right now, and his people are looking for leadership. Musa is in zealotry. There will be no reason anybody can play this, because the council said, why is the chairman of the party not speaking? One man tell Bobo, the chairman of Bobo. Who in the party can address this issue? Even Musa, who? So Musa, that the party political leader, the party standard bearer, the party executive chair, the party chairman, the party secretary general. What the hell going on? And Musa just joking with us here? What's going on? But talk to me, Winfrey. I'm concerned about Musa. What the hell going on here?
Stanton, why it may not look good on the surface, I think we have to hold our horses and slow down a little bit. You have a new party. You have new folks coming in. There are realignments, there are re-engagement. There's a linear process for how these things are set up. And some folks are, they're just not willing or capable of going along with the path that has been laid down. I don't think that we should look at this, as some sort of reflection of Musa's leadership. Contrary to what Councillor Kanyo said, CMC has an organizational chart. CMC has leaders in strategic positions and all of that. I saw them in operation here in Minnesota.
Can you give us a CMC chairman name? What's his name?
The CMC chairman, his name is Chester Doe, Johnson Chester Doe.
Okay, when last have you heard him speaking?
I've heard him speak a lot of time. Maybe not on Spoon. We have not invited him.
No, I'm not saying on Spoon. No. I'm not saying on Spoon.
I have. And then of course you have Dr. Richardson there.
Can they address this issue about these men in resignation?
If we call them, I'm sure they'll be available to.
Can they put something up? I mean, when the Dubai, the richest oil company that Musa visited Dubai, when the people say they don't want to be with Musa, and when the chairperson in America say I'm done, when the Grace Gua say I'm done, and 3 other people stepping down, they're not only stepping down, but they're leaving the party because they feel that it's not only about the organizational structure, it is the way in which the party. I mean, don't let me go there.
Stanton, it may not look good on the face of it, but there are a lot of movements going on behind the scenes. There were a lot of adjustment. I mean, this is a new party. I'm not going to just look at these few incidents. There have been 2 persons. My sources are telling me there are only 2 persons who have resigned. Okay?
So who are the 2 persons? Wait. So let's see if your sources lying to you. Who are the 2 individuals that resigned?
Grace Goa and William Kennedy.
Okay.
The guy in Dubai says, according to my sources, that he is not resigned. I have his number. We can call him and talk to him directly.
So the thing the guy wrote, who wrote it for him? The Dubai guy. Who wrote it for him?
I have no idea. I'm only sharing with you.
No, but let's face it. Russell, let me take off my shoe first and welcome Dr. Hopler that have found time on his anniversary. He refused to invite us this time around. That's okay. And happy belated anniversary to you, Dr. Hopler, but we can talk that later. But let's come back here. The Dubai chairperson, he said the man said he resigned. How can Abraham say he resigned, but he sent a letter? A call for change, a leadership legacy lost. Russell, Russell, how can you say this?
Because I have his number, and he said that he has not resigned. We can call him.
No. Yeah, so we'll call him. Who put this out for him? Call him.
I have no idea. I'm only telling you what my sources are telling me.
Call him. That way, call him.
Okay.
Well, Kayo, right? Kayo, let him call the man. The man said he didn't resign. Somebody hacked into his system, and this is so bad for CMC. Somebody hacked into his system now, and the man saying that he resigned because we got all the resignation letter, even Grace Squad resignation letter, we got it. Kev, stop drinking that McDonald's and you out there, or Blue Moon, you out there, you drinking water, please. Just stop drinking the Blue Moon, you acting like you're drinking tea.
I'm not going to. No, but let me say this, Stanton. I will, Stanton, you're right on that part. You cannot issue a letter like this and you turn around and say, I resign. Unless he come on and say, that's not my letter. That's not my resignation letter. If he issue that, then you come back and say, I resign, it's clear. So if you do that, I will, Musa should call him out and say, you're embarrassing the party. You're not supposed to issue a letter and then say, I resign.
Right. Do you have him on? Do you have him on? Yeah. I'm waiting for you, girl. What is going to come on, unmute yourself.
He's calling the man, but you gotta be careful.
Accept to say sign language here. We speaking sign language.
No, I think he's talking to the man.
Oh, he begging the man. He begging the man. Guys, what you make about Musa Benete? Even when we start the show here, we get 7 more minutes, right? The man established a CMC, right? And this is Musa Benete. As you all remember, Kev, you know that. Kanye, don't play the game with me. Musa left Mark Blair in the hole because Jeremiah couldn't tell him to leave the Macante. He went to Manchester and they beat Mark Blair, right? And you know that. And Musa my man. So don't come here and tell it to you. You know that Musa left Mark Blair. So let's face it now, the people are leaving him. And Musa is my friend, that's my brother. But let us spare us pay. The people are leaving Musa. Now, one of the terrible reasons the people are saying, I hate to say it, but I will say it. They said the party have gone extreme. I don't know about the extreme part, can you? And I got to look into that. What do they mean that CMC have gone extreme? Can you? What are you thinking on? And the people say,
okay, Stentor, I have Mr. Abraham calling direct from Dubai, and he would like to
bring Abraham
share a
on.
few words with us.
Yeah,
So
no
Abraham,
problem. Abraham Sherry, Mr. Sherry, come on. Mr. Sherry is the Dubai chairperson. He was, and we saw his letter of resignation. Yeah, Sherry, what's up? I mean, when I hear me remember that the Dubai full line.
Oh my man, come here. Go ahead, brother.
You get the member number that he called me.
Okay. All right, let me no, okay.
I mean, when I hear your member, don't get call us on our AI number here, then you can add that Sherry calling you. Yeah, don't do this to us. Don't call on our AI number, then you lie and say Sherry calling. I mean, Russell, you guys will be very dangerous. You calling on an AI. They tell you what kind of guy is this? He called on an AI number to use a recording. Wow. Dr. Bobler, welcome to the show, man. Dr. Bobler, you know, we got to change this small party, Dr. Bobler. These people that come and say we'll put money in, it's fine, right? We will not disrespect that, right? You do money business, you put it in, you will do this, but at the end of the day, Dr. Bobler, what happened here? The people that live in Musa as soon as possible. I mean, what's your take, Dr. Bobler? We just brushing off this. Ladies and gentlemen, share the show. Let's make progress. Talk to me, Dr. Bobler.
So good evening, Stanton, and to all my friends, to those who watch, listen, engage, support the network, and help to enrich the conversation. To all of you, Liberians, wherever you are, and friends of Liberia, thank you. Let's keep doing constructive things. Our country will be better for it. I want to ask a question. How is the CMC different from the 20 plus political parties we already have in a country with 5 million people and only 1.7 million persons voted in the last election? How are they different? The answer is, so I'll answer myself as rhetorical. The answer is they are not. They are not. So when people say this person left, in the bigger body politic, it means absolutely nothing. You know why? Because you didn't present an option to people. Nothing to excite the Liberian population. No different governing philosophy, no different mode of governance. You didn't tell us anything.
So you're saying that Musa didn't present anything new, right?
But nothing. Stanton, let's just be real here. Let me say this. Let's be real. We keep mushrooming political parties. And I bring my party, but the thing I talk about, the same thing other people been talking. We'll fight corruption. We'll address education. If you feel like the other people, then why don't you just join the other people and let's strengthen political parties so that we have strong peoples in there, and then we can move forward and build a strong nation. But we all know, let's not play game. People use party as a platform to accomplish other things. And every season we see it. And watch, as we get closer, more parties going to show up. So what we need to do from a problem-solving perspective is to make it more difficult for people to form political parties, because we don't need more. What we need are better parties with clear governing philosophy that can show us how they will be different from the people who are already here. So I'm not surprised. You know why? Because people are not attached to anything. They don't firmly believe in it. There's no strong value system. So they come, they go. They come, they go. Nothing there to ground them. So it's another day in the life of Liberia. That's how I look at it. It's not a game changer. It's just another day in the life of Liberia.
Stanton, do you have the call?
Yeah. I'm speaking with Sherry. We gotta bring Sherry on. What? I gotta hear from Sherry. Let me tell you something. Oh, the retired corner, my brother, the running great. is in the house. How to see you? It's good seeing you, my friend. Where were you that Dr. Bobler had an anniversary program and he didn't invite us? But we'll deal with Dr. Bobler according to the law that governs the
All right, okay, Chief. I got to come back here. I knew you were going to jump on it.
Wow.
So
Dr. Bogler, anytime.
yeah, hold 1 second, Kev. I'll be
Anytime you, wait, 1 second.
Otherwise, all night we'll be talking anything here.
But wait, let Dr. Bogler talk. The man invite us.
Stand
The man far woman with the man enjoy himself. He ate the food. He travel everything. The man tells him he see us. He will see us. Echo. I thought you were family.
All right, Chief. So listen, a year ago we had our 30th, and it was a big deal. So the 31st, our actual anniversary, October 29th, and my wife was not supposed to be here. It was a confluence of circumstances. She worked for the U.S. government. The government shut down. She was frustrated sitting there, but you got a home, you come home. So she came home. She was going to go back the same day standard of the anniversary. They got off the plane thinking the government will open. And then they started talking about in Washington, D.C. I said, but stay here and they're home. So we changed the ticket on the same day. And so it was a private thing. It was not, we hung out. She did her thing.
That's okay. That's opportunity for you. So you're using the U.S. government shutdown to implement your agenda. Hey, God, you are correct.
Life goes on. Nothing depresses us. Every disappointment is a blessing. So
Yes,
we
sir.
maximize it. We jump in our pool. We swim. We sat down by the pool. We listen to music. There are the two of us. And it was beautiful. And I'm thankful for that. I'm glad she changed her flight.
I hope you tell Kayo, because Kayo know that Ansu Sony will leave that one with Kayo alone. Kayo know that Ansu Sony will leave that one alone. But on a serious note, we have Kayo say what they got talking about again. We have
I don't even know. Like, I'm surprised. Like, I'm wondering what is that about.
We have you will not speak the African English today. We have Abraham Sharif. Abraham Sharif, welcome to our show, my friend, the Dubai chairperson from CMC. It's good to hear you talk to us. You're live.
Greeting to you guys, Mr. Witherspoon. How are you doing, sir?
Forget it, Mr. Witherspoon, man. Call me Stanton. I'm good, Abraham.
Okay, thank you for bringing me on here. Anyway, my name is Abraham Sharif. I'm the chairperson of CMC Dubai. Regarding the resignation letter that is circulating around, all radio station is taking it. I don't know how
Then well, first of all, let's establish, Abraham, you will give reason why you're out there. You are the one. Did you resign? You posted that letter. Was it written by you?
What happened?
No. Not tell what happened. Let's establish first. Did you write? No. Abraham. Liberian people want to know. Did you write that letter?
Yes, I'm the one make the letter, but I don't know how it's better.
Okay, so hold on 1 minute now. Hold on 1 minute, Abraham. We will call Mark Zuckerberg to tell us who posted the letter. But first of all, let's establish you are the one. You wrote the letter. Am I correct?
Yes, I'm the one who wrote the letter.
Okay, let me pause you right there. Winfred Russell, the man said you wrote the letter. So why you keep on and say the other man?
That what I told you, I said my sources told me. I didn't tell you that he didn't write the letter. I said my sources are telling me.
I don't know how it's circulating, what around, how.
Okay, so let's get to the issue now. So we confirm you wrote the letter. Did you resign?
Not yet. I have not given to the party officially yet. I'm not giving to nobody yet. But I don't know how it's circulating. It surprised me, it shocked me.
So you and who living in your house?
Like I'm who live in the house.
Yes. Who have access to your email and your Facebook account?
You know the ones in advance now. Many people can do many things. I don't know how.
So somebody get access to your Facebook and email account?
I don't think so. But myself shot me.
So when you wrote the letter, did you send it to anyone?
Ask the party, the party will tell you they are not aware of this.
When you wrote the letter, my friend, did you send it? When you wrote the letter, did you send it to anyone?
No, it is true. I'm the one making the document. But I don't know. It shocked me to hear it.
Man, you lying to us, man. You lying to us. I get respect for you, Abraham. You lying. Why you want to lie to Musa Belete? You said that in your bedroom. No. You sat in your bedroom. You said that in your living room. You wrote the letter on your computer. Nobody saw your laptop. Nobody saw your email address. Nobody saw your phone number and your WhatsApp. And you are telling us, you want us to believe somebody hacked in your phone, in your email. They didn't tell your bank account number. Did you go for that letter?
If you check in the group chat, in our group chat, I have not posted the letter there. I have not sent the letter officially to anybody. So it shocked me. I'm telling the truth. I'm telling the truth. I only discussed the thing with my coach here.
So why you thought of resigning? Why you thought of resigning? Why you think that you must resign?
Come again?
Why you thought of resigning? What led you to write the letter?
That's the question you should be asking. Then we will go there.
No, we got to establish something first. You agree with me that you wrote the letter. So let's go there now. Why did you write the letter?
The reason I wrote the letter is because I feel many disenchantment in the party. We came in the party here with our whole heart to support Honorable Musa Hassan Belete as a president for Liberia 2029. But unfortunately, what we expect or what we think it will happen, we are not seeing it happening. We're seeing a lot of things happening behind the scene that we not expect, to be honest with you. My joining CMC, I didn't join CMC to gain anything. We did. We joined CMC to make sure that we should do things differently. We should make sure that Bureau should be somewhere through the leadership of CMC. But for what I'm sensing, I don't think that is the vision that we're preaching or that we want. For a typical example, Madam Grace Bois, she's the one reached out to me and talked to me about this party. And I told her, say, Madam Grace Bois, we have been let down by many politicians. We don't want to follow politicians again. She said, no, this one is different. She encouraged me, and then we joined. Okay, all of a sudden, she resigned. And then I reached out to her. I said, why you resign? She couldn't give me any clue of her resignation. Okay, I tried to call Honorable Musa Hassan Belete multiple times. He didn't pick my call. Okay. But I just seen in the group chat that he accepted her resignation, which of course she resigned. If as a leader, you are spearheading a political party, and you know one of your key members resign. And most of the people that you see in CMC today, most of us, we join CMC through Madam Grace Bois. Okay, now she resigned. As a leader, you have to ask the lady and wait, and then talk to her and convince her to withdraw the resignation. But immediately she resigned, and you accept the resignation without any making some investigation or to even apologize to her. Maybe there's something that made her that led her to such point for her to resign. But he just accepted the resignation and posted in a group that she resigned. We accepted like this, like that. So myself, it shocked me. But then what led me to my writing that letter, but never give it to nobody here, is that we in Dubai, there are many times we try to do something, the party put it all down. They are not willing to support anything that we want to do to make the party to go up high. When we bring in any suggestion, say that we do it, the party will bring it down. So I was saying, we say, but wait, why would we be in something that we're trying to apply our effort all the time to do something or to make the party to go up high? We are not getting anything tangible all of it. We're putting our time, we're mobilizing, calling people here and there, bringing them to the party, but the party is not in support of those things. When you bring a program that will make the party to go on high, that will make move the party or moral, they will take it down. They will say, oh, they know their own reason of doing those things. And the broad politics is not what they think. The broad politics is different. You reach to your people for that when you get the constitution base first, those people will follow you. Even when other people come in, but they will say, no, this person reached to me first, so I cannot let the person down. That's how that broad politics looking. You cannot sit back and say, allow me the time you want to go meet the people. They are not thinking you want to be to where you are or where you want to be or where you want to go or 2029. Because the blood is so our people in America, because you wanted to live in America for long, they think that broad politics in America.
So, but let me ask you now, because we got to go, right? We don't want to waste time, Abraham.
I'm listening.
Abraham, what's the main reason Grace Squad, you and other people leaving this party? Forget about all that yama. What's the main reason, though?
Fine. The main reason was transparency. There is no transparency in the party. Accountability. The party is accountability. And also, the two will notice that too much dictatorship. People want to suppress other people in the party because of maybe they feel the upper level, and it's not supposed to be like that. You are a politician. You want to be a president, or you want to be whatsoever position you want to occupy. You have to always listen to your people.
But who not listening to you? That who run your dictatorship here? Who?
I'm not going to call name to you. I'm not going to call name. But the party, I will say again, due to transparency, lack of support, lack of.
So when you talk about transparency, somebody stole money, somebody eating the money. Is that corruption in CMC?
I cannot give you anything of such. I cannot tell you say someone stole money in CMC. But I will only tell you the party lack of transparency for now until they can go and re-govern themselves and put the leadership together again. And then see what the fuck is. What made people getting problem with the party? This is just a new political party. Who came with our motivation, who came with a strength that many people decided to join the party. Okay, now, why the reason people trying to leave is because of certain things.
Remember, you're not telling us. You're just saying certain things. We're not going to waste our time on certain things. Certain things is not certain.
Can we ask you question?
Kev, you have a technical issue, my man. You got to mute yourself more. Certain thing is what? Tell us exactly what you want to tell us. Certain thing cannot call it. You wrote a letter. Somebody put a letter, or you say not you, that it goes from your house. Then you tell you all certain thing, but you know what? I respect you. I will call you off camera. We'll talk. Yeah? Let me let you go. Yeah. Yeah, let me let the man go. The man don't want to say it. Gibson. The man still love CMC, but he got problem with CMC. That's what he says. Transparency is certain thing. And I think that's where we are. Musa got I mean, I'm getting report from CSC. There's a fire in the hole. Musa is not a political leader yet. The people are planning to protest against Musa. Who does that? The man is not president yet, Kayo. They put them drawing placard to protest against the man if he ever traveled to Dubai. What's going on with my friend? What kind of bad luck is this? No, man, no. That Regency. No, sorry, not that Regency, that party. That problem we come to. That problem something serious here. I mean, can you imagine? The man say he did. He won it. People are stepping down like crazy. The people begin to protest against Musa as early as yesterday. They wanted how will you protest against political leader? Is this? That problem, talk to me. I'm begging you, please. Ease my pain right now.
No.
Yeah, but Dr. Bumla, this
Yeah, we want freedom. We want freedom.
But Dr. Bumla,
Let's show respect to Dr. Bubla. That gives you older than Dr. Bubla. Dr. Bubla is the second oldest on the show. Let's show respect to Dr. Bubla. Dr. Bubla, please.
I would say my birth certificate. You found it my age.
So who the first oldest that gives you?
He found it my age. But no, look, no deep commitment to a value that transcends them all. So they're just a moment in time because you are deeply committed to something. For example, if this were an arrangement that put the people first, or social programs for the people, or a governing philosophy that trusts the people to elect the leaders from amongst the people, all those things are nation changing. So you'll be committed to it. Those are not things that you just read a letter or you say something that he come here, he said it one, he said it one. You'll be deeply committed. You will get in the trenches of disagreement and you will agree to disagree and you will come out committed to doing something because you understand that the cause is greater than the cost. But that's not the case here. So you have this kind of flimsy, loose attachments. Again, nothing new has emerged. This is not a new vision for Liberia. It's just somebody putting something forward. So these kinds of disagreement and these kind of shenanigans, we'll see. I think we as the people need to be focused. We may not have the best public schools in Liberia, but we're not stupid. You can't just keep coming and playing the people for your own selfish ambitions. No more. We want better. And the thing is, better is measurable. We want better. And better is measurable. So we're paying attention. So.
Thank you, Dr. Bubla. Thank you very much. Let me bring in my brother, Connor Everett McGray. We'll go to Gibson Jeru, and then we'll rest for now with this Musa Berete. A lot of email, call messages coming. Will not take calls because can't wait. We're not take calls because we got to move to our topic for today. This is just a brush off on Musa Berete. Connor Gray, we can laugh and joke, but this is concerning for the party, though, Connor Gray.
Senator, I do agree, but remember I told you that at some point the hype about the CMC was going to plateau. But these are the dynamics that can bring cohesion in any group. You expect that people will come in for varying reasons. I wouldn't dismiss that some people felt that this was a way of putting money in their pocket. And once that is not going through, they're leaving. But I concur with Dr. Bupler that, look, I've said it all over that it's just too easy to form political party in Liberia, and you make fun out of the process. Anybody can just stand around the corner. The next thing they're registering a political organization. That was not the intent for multi-party democracy. I think it's the wrong use of multi-party democracy. We could look. It's going to take a long time for the two leading political parties right now to vanquish in the minds of Liberians because they've been there since we came back from the war 2005. With the war ending 2003, those two parties will be around for some time. It will just depend on performance. Probably one will outperform the other. But this stuff going on with the CMC, it's not strange among newly formed political organizations. There will be a lot of bickerings. And some people will get fed up. They'll come back stronger. But that's the dynamism of forming a political organization. So if I were Mr. Bilde, of course, if this is the intention that he wants to bring a party to the table, to compete for the presidency, I will continue this side distractions. The guy don't even have the ability to tell people that, yeah, I wrote the letter because these are the reasons. I'm fed up. I want to go. It seems as though he still want to hang in there, or maybe he wanted the attention to come on him. He got it now. But in truth and in fact, it's not truthful. He wrote the letter, he circulated it. Stanton. Just
Thank
stand
you.
on your point. I did this because of this and this and this. Don't come here and be acting like somebody went in your room, stole your computer, hack your computer, and posted a letter, man. He did it, Stanton.
Thank you very much, Gray.
Yeah.
Gibson, thank you for joining us today. Let's hear you, Gibson.
Thank you very much, Stanton. You know, this is political idiocy. I just hope that this guy was on the line so I can tell it in his face. These are the people that go on to break any organization down in our country. And I told Musa Bede the other day, the breaking down of his organization will come from within, from his own people. Look at the thing the man accusing Musa Bede of. Transparency. You wait in Dubai, you say the men get transparency. You wait in Dubai, you say the men are accountable. What are the accountability? Was there any money given or collected from Dubai? And then they all sent it to the man used it without giving any report? You're talking about it. Look at the man, say the man are dictator. Look at that kind of nonsense talking about Musa Bede. The men are dictator. How? And then he said lack of support. Who's supposed to support who? You supposed to support him or he's supposed to support you? So you're in Dubai. There's a town in Dubai that they call Shishan. There were all the Babati people from Liberia living. You see some of them living one room, 4 or 5 people living. Maybe like one of those rooms he's living in. Listen, when you want to talk anything about people, you gotta be careful. You gotta be really careful. These are people go to Dubai, they're suffering, they want for Musa Bede to send money to them. That's why when Musa Bede established a party, and he look at the kind of nonsense he said that somebody resigned, Musa Bede accepted a resignation. Why Musa Bede must be begging the people? When you resign, go. Listen, political party formation is just like a church planting. Those who are evangelists, they know what I'm talking about. You go plant the church, the first group of people that come to that church, they are not your members. All of them will go because they came with expectation. But the one that will come and be where you as is, those are the people that will carry the church forward. That's the same with a political party. People running because they thought Musa Bede is going to be sending them money or giving them money. And when Musa Bede try to be a little bit tight because, Musa Bede has been in politics for long. You think you're going to be dishing out money to you? That's why you go live in Shishan over there so you can be in 5 in one room for Musa Bede to send money to you? This is really disrespectful to Musa. And this is how they break institutions that are very vehemently disagree with Mr. Dr. Brooklyn, that we should make it difficult for political parties to be formed in Liberia. Liberia have been striving for more than 150 years for multi-party democracy. And then when Samuel Doe came, he introduced multi-party democracy. And you want to turn the hands of time?
I don't think that's what Dr. Brooklyn is saying, though.
I want to know why
you can make it difficult. You don't have to turn the hand of time. You can make it difficult by putting certain things in place that some serious people that mean well for the country come up and say, yes, we want to be part of it. Do you think that we need all those jokers in the House of Representatives today that it would take $500 to go register? Do you think we need all those criminals in the Senate today? It's because we are lenient. We make it free for everybody. I'm just saying to you. The reason why Sir Joseph formed a political party, because Musa Bede formed a political party. That's the only reason you go form a political party. Anybody run against Joseph Boakai, he will run against you. That's the reason why he formed a political party for. What kind of nonsense is that?
Listen,
he didn't form a political party and say, I will be a political leader to help the Liberian people. He formed a political party just because Musa formed a political party. And his thing is that if Joseph Boakai does it wrong, it means that he will run. But once Joseph Boakai wrong, then a political party is in neutral. What kind of nonsense is that? I mean, it's stupidity. Make no mistake on the show. That's how Joseph you get in Senate. But man, we gotta aggressively go after these guys. The intention of forming a political party is business. I will get 50,000 people, 100,000 people, and sell it to the highest bidder. You know that. The highest bidder will be Unity Party, ANC, or that of CDC, or maybe Musa Belete. There are all the other small political parties that get 20,000 people. They will say, my man, what ministry you give me? They will start hustling. Do you really think we need that? We got to open the eyes of the Liberian people. This is nonsense. But let hear you, Kev. Let hear yourself.
Okay, so let me do my 30 seconds. Then I'll be done.
Let hear Kev, but no more 30 seconds for you.
I'm gonna make you, man. Let me do my 30 seconds.
No more 30 seconds. No more 30 seconds.
Gibson, you was on point. What I receiving, you are on point, and Gibson. But what we understand according to
that your brother is only conspiracy, so I'll let it go.
Yeah, Gibson. According to my sources, right, this guy was recommended by Grace. Grace recommended him, and Grace told him to resign, right? And one of the reasons Grace told him to resign because it's saying that Grace said that Musa went to Minnesota with a consent without knowing the Minnesota team will win for her, right? So she got angry. She got angry that they're not respecting her because her duty, and as she claimed that she's supposed to tell Musa where to go, where not to go, where to go. So what happened with Minnesota? She got angry, and then she told her guys, not even this guy, some of her guys then refused because she brought in people. So this guy in Minnesota is Grace guy. She brought him in. And that's why he resigned based on that. That's why he will not tell you specific Stanton. He will beat around the bush, but that's what going on because of the Minnesota trip. And that's
but that's your own sources. The man can't recall. He didn't say. You just so
yeah, but you did not say it. You not say it. But Stanton.
So what about the other guy? What about the other guy? Okay. What about the other gentleman that resigned? He resigned because Grace said to resign too. William Henry Kennedy.
And sources. Most of the people that
I'm asking you a question. Kev, listen. Listen. William Henry Kennedy Jr., mobilization chair. What was the reason he resigned to? Because Grace asked him to resign?
I'm giving information about what I know. You telling me, you taking me to somebody else. I'm telling you.
You said this man resigned because of Minnesota.
Because that's the guy who that's the guy who debates.
You said, Mama, okay, thank you. Mario.
Yes, but what we're debating right now is this guy.
I'm not debating anything. The people that live in Musa.
Is this guy we're talking about?
Thank you, Kev. Kyle, I mean, Grace gone. Abraham Sherry gone. William Kennedy gone. Abraham can play around and say he didn't put it, but somebody touched his send button on his email and it went out. I mean, what was going on here, Kyle? But these are some serious allegations, though. I'm not saying Musa doing anything fishy. I'm just saying these are some serious allegations. They are living against the party and against the political leader. I'll conclude on this, my brother.
Thank you, CEO. You know, my big brother, Gibson Jeru, has recently joined the opposition team. And therefore, the fearless Gibson Jeru that I know from Public Agenda, that used to write those very, very incisive articles, is not the Gibson Jeru as he offering opinion here today. The fact that Big Brother Gibson Jeru will dismiss the claims of a member of a political institution who alleges misconduct, lack of transparency, lack of consultation, no deference to the people who work for you. And he said, you're living in one room in Dubai, and you're just people will be spending money. It is the poor people that the worker bees of political institutions. They power the institution. And very often, political leaders tend to forget that they think that they are the ones that people should worship. And we see that in many political institutions. 1 man, 2 men, 3 men, some women believe that they are so popular, so gifted, so therefore everybody else don't matter. People follow us. So everybody will follow us. And nobody should disagree with us. I think there are genuine concerns here For example, the point that Kev just raised, this woman say, I feel disrespected. I work to build this structure to a certain extent. If you're going to come here, why don't you tell me all of a sudden now the structure that I work to build, you meeting and working with other people without referring to me? Is that something not genuine to address? And this guy who called came on board because of that woman. And he say, if they can treat a woman like this, what about me? These are valid concerns that ought to be addressed. And the point about if you resign, go, you know, that nonchalance. And that the same thing we see in many political institutions. If you resign, go, who are you? But they forget that 1 + 1 that one can make 2. 2 + 2 = 4. Then when you lose by 20,000 votes, then you wonder how it happened. Because you have a nonchalance to people who support you. And Musa needs to be smart about this. This is a big deal for him. He shouldn't be accepting resignations in the early stage. He should be working to consolidate his party if indeed he wants it to be a force going into 2029. So, be better, Jeru, you don't fool Musa by saying, oh, let them go, let them go. Because people start feeling that they're not important, a lot of people will go. And at the end of the day, that 10th place, 4th place, 5th place, 6th place that CMC looking for, it may end up around 10th place, and we don't even know what will happen. So let's respect people and let's build the institution. That's what I would say, CEO. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Kayo. Brother Russell, let's hear you, my friend. You called Abraham, and we spoke to Abraham. So what's your take now?
I mean, my take is that, you know, he has no conviction if he was brought on by grace. And because of grace, so he's leaving. And he coming up with this outlandish criticism that there's no accountability and pointing everything towards Musa. Now, I'm no spokesperson for CMC. I can only speak to you based on how I saw them operate and the way things were forming here.
Well, you've been a very effective spokesperson of Little. Sorry.
You always like to heap something. I am telling you, brother, you know, my truth. My truth is that I'm an American politician. I cannot be involved publicly with political activities of another country. Okay, I support everyone who comes through, and I will support the CMC like I will support the ANC or the CDC or the UP or any other group that comes through. That's just the way it is. But I'm just saying that, I mean, it's early. Clearly, there are some rumblings that need to be taken care of. And Musa, they need to address this. They need to go back to the drawing board. But I mean, like some of the folks have said here, which is normal. You have these kinds of things playing out, these type of personalities and the issues playing out when you're starting a new entity. I mean, it's just the way it is. They will have to now pull back, regroup and reassess, all of the folks they're bringing in and lay things out a little better. But I mean, we still have a lot of time. But Stanton, it is clear that what this guy is saying, I mean, it's like, people, I'm not going to be alarmed by it. It's something to be concerned, to be concerned about. They need to gather their forces and if they need to regroup. But it's not something that I'm going to worry about or say, Musa Bility is not transparent. He's not accountable. He's a dictator. They have two dictators in the organization and all this sort of outlandish claims and all of that. I'm not going to go that far.
Can you give me 30 seconds, please?
No, let me bring Mame in because I got to bring Francis Dopo in shortly. Mame, welcome to the show. Let's hear you.
Thank you, CEO. I followed the discussion. Every political party or establishment you putting together, you will experience people coming in and people going out. Why it is true that nobody will want to celebrate people leaving political party at this early stage But it's a normal phenomenon with forming organizations. It's actually a normal phenomenon. People will not like it. It's not good. Sometimes it shows bad signals, especially depending on the trend and frequency. But broad, by and large, it's a normal phenomenon. What I would tell Mr. Belete and his CMC, which are obviously considered to be the adult wing of the CDC, what I would tell him to do is to, paying attention to his strategy. People will be coming, people will be going, but keep your eyes on the ball and keep moving. He's been making some rounds. Some of them look very impressive to me. He also been making some rounds that I would feel like he need to stop talking a lot, because each time he speaks, sometimes it comes across as if he's, I don't want to use the word ignorant, but he doesn't know what he's saying. Like telling the president, you have to be transparent and tell us, explain to all why you remove a cabinet minister. And those type of statements, they not speak well of a political leader who wants to lead the country. But moving, crossing over, those are normal phenomena. You should keep an eye on the ball and keep moving. It could be a very strong other wing of the CDC going forward.
Mame, why are you saying CDC that adult wing? CMC that adult wing to CDC. We got adult daycare here now. You've been in America for too long. We have adult daycare now.
The agility strategy, the youth wing not very active. The women wing not very active. So they activated their adult wing and gave it a new name.
You know what? We said this. Mommy, you're a bad boy. You're a bad boy. So the women wing not active, the youth wing not active, and that's the adult wing here controlled by Musa Belete, J. Mervin Cole, Sandro Johnson will be added. And Nathaniel McGill, they all put together that party. And I will talk more about CMC. Ladies and gentlemen, I beg that we leave CMC alone, because again, I will have to say this, Musa, you got a lot to do. When you got people in your party coming out to start insulting people, and causing people Marcos and Parcos, that party is in problem. When you get your party members and leaders, start this early, start causing Marco and Parcos. You didn't want another Daniel Sano in Labra as a minister. You didn't want another Jeremy P.I. You ain't even in power yet. Your people are causing like Daniel Sano and Jeremy P.I. Who want to bring you in power? We got to check in the days. And I don't know about them being I don't win, but we'll discuss this more. But we will be bringing on. Let me let them one go. Yeah, because we don't need another. Daniel Sano is quiet this, and he causing no more. Jeremy Pierre is quiet. Send Joseph Boga advised them. They're quiet like hell. They ain't even causing no more. Somebody got to be sense into their head. But anyway, yeah, man. We got to move. I got to bring in. Real quick.
Yeah. Look, thank God that my comrade militant Ballard mentioned my journalism. Listen, on this platform, I don't know who has dealt with government more than Remy Gray and myself. As a journalist, I cover politicians. I cover government. I know what these people can do. These things the people are saying, what Krev said, I can't take it because the man himself came here, started asking 4 times. What specific thing that make you go, he say you can't talk it? Because you don't have a reason. He doesn't have a reason. Someone who actually believe that the things he need on this thing here, somebody who believe that Musa Belete is not transparent, you say, look, stand on. We were in Dubai, we collected $10. We sent our contribution. Up to now, we don't know what happened to the $10. They are not transparent. Try to look at the poor are not even the accountability. The party does not give report. We don't know what's going on. Musa Belete is a dictator. He only say people should do what he say, and he don't consult with people. He don't do nothing. You should be able to say lack of support. That the one said are eating me up. Lack of support. Who's going to support people? That the members will support the political leader or the political leaders will support people. They got cricket thinking about parties in Liberia. The party is supported by the people, not villagers will be supporting people.
No, I disagree with you, Gibson. When you create a party and be a political leader, then you support the party. When the party is created and the people elect your political leader, then they support you. You can't create party.
You are not. This is why. No. We gotta go. We got friends.
Yeah, I agree, but let me just finish the statement. Because what Mame said, that misled the whole country. Mame, when the political party is formed, the leader of that political party is not the man that will be sending political.
All right, Gibson, let go. Gibson, let go. I beg you, sir. Let go. Gibson, okay. I think you are absolutely wrong. You had Tewon Gonglo moving all around here to you. You sent support to him. Everybody was supporting Tewon Gonglo. You know why? You know why? Tewon Gonglo didn't put your hand up and say, I'm the political leader for the party. You went to a convention. You know why? Tewon Gonglo said that my party, I'm the chairman, I'm the executive. Musa Belete doing everything on the opposite lane. He said he got 15 million to spend in every county. What money again you want from the poor people? Musa Belete said he's the chief financial officer, he's the executive director, he's a political leader, he's the 2029 candidate, no convention. Then you're talking, why you couldn't say that to Tewon Gonglo when you were the spokesperson for Tewon at the time? So were you deceiving Tewon? Tewon was drinking pepper soup to your house. And you are happy. So don't blame Kanye Bala for saying this thing. I mean, you changed him, my man. The Tewon get a membership. Yeah, Tewon can only drink pepper soup. You can't eat no other something. Only pepper soup you can drink. So go get your membership.
100%. But you don't eat any other soup. You don't eat oil. Only pepper soup that make it eat. Nope.
Yeah, we're gonna move ahead and talk to
Francis. Let's move on.
Francis Dopo is a sitting senator, right? But he been on different side of the aisle, speaking to different issue. I'm going to put this up. Francis Dopo, the Senator Francis H. Dopo, chairman of the Senate Committee on Posts and Telecommunication, has criticized the government for allowing Liberians to remain spectators in their own economy, citing the failure of Public Procurement and Concession Commission, PPCC, to enforce a key provision of the budget law of 2024. This is big. This is big. I have invited Francis Dopo to speak to us on the show to give more clarity as to what he said. But now, let's play the video briefly. Okay, give me 1 minute. I'm going to go back and bring in the video. We have Francis Dopo on the line, but in the meantime, I'm going to bring in the video. There you have it. So we're going to play this video very quick. This was in our chat room as one of our talking points. So we hope that you research what we call Francis Dopo. All right, there we go, Brother Dopo. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be welcoming to the show Francis Dopo. Francis Dopo, the senator. Indeed, he called me early, and but what say you though when you say folks being like spectator? Let me play the video while we have it on. Let me play the video.
Well, so it's something that we've been advocating for a very long time, and there are now laws around. Some of them are obsolete. Some of them are very important.
All right, we have the Senator Francis Dopo. We have Senator Francis Dopo. Give it your best shot. We want to welcome the chairman of the Senate Committee on Posts and Telecommunication, Chairman Senator Francis Dopo. Senator, welcome to the show. You are live. Thank you for joining us by way of the phone.
Yeah, I'm honored. Thank you. Thanks to all of you in studio. Let me say good evening to all of you.
Chairman Francis Dopo, let's get to your comment concerning Liberia now being a spectator again in their own country.
Well, so I think my comment was like a wake-up call because when laws are passed or policy statements are made, it's upon us to be able to make follow-up. That will call oversight. I know in 2018,
in the economy. I also know in 2006, Manaseli made comments about making sure that Liberian businesses are taking a lion's share of our economy. And I also know that President Bouaka, through the agenda that he just posted in 2024, which means that Liberians should have to be participants, not spectators. Now, we have had a lot of complaints coming up from Liberian businesses in regards to contracts, procurement contracts that come from government that they are not ready being looked to. So I thought it was important for us to revisit, because in 2024, to be very practical, I was one of the lead person along with Honorable Dixon Sibo to making sure that we instructed into the budget law, which got full support from the chairman of the Senate Committee on Waste, Means and Finance and other colleagues in the Senate and the House of Representatives, pass on the budget law requiring that minimum of 25% of all procurement done with government money, goods and services, non-financial assets, that that minimum amount of percentage of 25% are applied on preference to Liberian businesses. So on that note, I thought in June of this year to inform the Senate that we need to see the compliance level of that law. Because when you make law, it's important that you try to do the oversight as to whether the law impacts the very group of people or individual that the law seeks to protect. So that was on that ground that I wrote a communication to plenary, and plenary endorsed that communication, and the Senate wrote the PPCC to give us a report, agency by agency, in Liberian businesses that have benefited from that. I'm saying to say, until that report comes, with all the complaints that we are receiving, we still believe that Liberians are spectators, Liberian businesses. Until that report show otherwise, I still hold the view that Liberian businesses are spectators in the economy.
So, Honorable Francis Dopo, what exactly, which business exactly, or businesses you can point to that the government fell short of including?
Well, specifically, I wouldn't, because when people bring their issues to you, as a lawmaker, you may want to be generic, not to go to the facts exactly on calling businesses name, but there are businesses who have been complaining. We checked 1 or 2 samples, institutions that did not actually consider Liberian businesses in their procurement process. However, like I said, when the PPC gave us that report, which I will want all to support and make it very. You remember, Senator, when I was in the US, you contacted me on one of your shows, and I told you about some of the gains that we made in terms of the budget process. And I was specifically referring to the budget law. And that was because I was talking about the procurement process. There were 2 things that we talked about. One was the procurement of government vehicles, not to exceed $45,000 US. I think you raised a lot of issues. Somebody resigned. A lot of people now are trying to fit in the compliance issue. The second one was the issue of the procurement. So specifically, I don't want to call company's name, but when the report come out, it will be good for all of us to go through the report and see agency by agency whether Liberian businesses benefited from that minimum threshold of 25% of the taxpayer money.
Can I just add, is it true that one of those businesses is the incident or situation that ABK is faced with the yellow machine?
Well, so I won't be very exact, but let me say something, because I'm not privileged I'm not taking my time to go through the actual procurement document, but for the sake of the public understanding, I would love to delve into what are the requirements when it comes to the procurement process that call for preferences. So there are two things now. The PPCC law and a regulation will specify what it is for preferences. The budget law that I'm talking about in 2024, it is not about preference. It's about making sure that if you have 100,000 as an agency to procure in your agency, that law is saying $25,000 for that money. The minimum of it, okay, should be shown that indeed they will procure through library businesses. So that's a living part. In relation to the PPCC, in 2023, the amended PPC regulation provide for 30%, okay, for preferences. Meaning to say, if a librarian business that is 51% or more have ownership for librarian, if that business goes into a procurement process, that business should have a preference. Now, but that preference has condition. Senator, are you getting me?
We hear you. Go ahead, sir.
So that law was in that amendment, that regulation. The law is already there under Section 45 of the PPC law, but it called for regulation. So in 2023, there was an amended regulation that indicated that indeed there will be various percentages associated with goods, with works and consultancy. So, but in the condition there is that when you are a library business, it means you meet the threshold of 51%. You get it clear?
Yes, sir.
51% minimum of library ownership. That business is a goods, okay? For that, say you do procurement for goods. Say you are breaking in cars, or you are doing agriculture things, you are doing chairs and other things. Now, the rule is that you will enjoy 20% of preference. 20% of preference if the goods that is being done, if the input level of that goods, it means what you are inputting to make that goods. If it is less than 30%, you will get 40%. It means, that is to say, about 70% or more of that good is from Liberia. It means originated from Liberia, it manufactured in Liberia. You will get 40% of preference. So if you and myself go into a business, you're a foreign man, and I'm a Liberian man, and the good is done in Liberia at 70% level, I will get 40% preference over you. You get it?
But what is confusing, before I let the other guys come on, it's very important to have it today, though. All right. The reason why I'm calling ABK directly, you got to explain to us as to what's going on here with the yellow machine, and ABK is not part of the contract that they have awarded to the Tranim people. You are the chair, right, on these different committees. So I mean, you cannot exclude ABK. I'm pointing on ABK because that's the bigger one, one of the biggest one right now you guys are faced with, right?
Yeah, but my point is, while it's true that we are concerned about the specific facts, we have to separate what the 2024 budget law is about and what the procurement law is about. The 2024 budget law is not about preference. It's about making sure that that portion of that procurement budget of that entity is applied to librarian businesses. So it's not preference. But for the PPCC, it's about preference. Preference means we both go to something, even though you got more than me in terms of responsiveness, but because I enjoy that percentage, I can say part by you. I'll give a simple example. If you and a lady go to a school, and the school say who will be the vibe for that school, and I score 90, and the school rules say that the lady, when the lady score 85 above, she will be the twos, then it means she will be the two, even though I score 90. So that's preference. So in the case of ABK Moto, as they call it,
Yeah, ABK Moto, yeah.
Good. So it depends on exactly, because I don't want to speak for within the facts that I don't know in terms of what was.
But have you seen the document though? People are concerned. You are the chair. This negotiation is back and forth. They have awarded the contract.
What I saw that is publicly available is that the financial portion, because in procurement, there are two different sets of procurement or rewards. The first one is the opening of the financial bid. And after the financial bid, the technical bid. After the technical bid, then you go to the financial bid. So technically, we both may be having the same thing, or I may be qualified over you. Then after that, then you go to the financial part. The two separate envelopes are not open at the same time under standard procurement rules. Are you getting me, Senator?
Okay.
All of you. So if the technical specifications are done, meaning business registration, everything also done, and the spec as required, they are all done, then you move in now to the financial side.
Okay.
So from the publicly available information that I saw, it indicated that indeed ABK did not qualify on the basis of evidence to provide pre-financing. That's what I know. However, when you come to the PPCD regulation, which I've been seeing in the newspaper, that on margin of preference, that is what I want to explain. Except that if the debate is not on margin of preference, then I can leave the argument. But
Okay.
I want to just let the public know so that when businesses understand how the margin of preference works.
I want to say to you, let me bring the guys in, right? Because ABK sent a letter, and it was leaked from their PPCC, that ABC sent a letter to PPCC, and it shows that they were able to pre-finance 100%. 100%. Did you see that document? And then I'll bring it down to Bobler and the rest of the guys who asked the question.
No, like I just said, what is publicly available to me, it is the procurement letter given to ABK.
Okay.
So the other issue about the technical or the financial requirement that ABK submitted, obviously in the bidding process, it's open. So when I get out to me, I can speak to that. But what I want to say is that what I've been seeing in the newspaper is the issue of the margin of preference. That's what I've been seeing.
Okay.
Now I wanted to be able to explain on the margin.
No, you did good. You explained that. Let me bring in.
By the way of information.
Yes, sir.
By the way of information, Central, when the bid documents show clearly that when you are bidding, that the margin of preference is that you will have this percent, because the law is the bid document was specifying, even though the regulation states so, but the bid document will indicate that. So those specific duties, it will be good for us to go through A, which I won't have a problem going through A, provided that ABK can give me those information and want me to see it. Because I'm passionate about Liberian businesses.
No, and that's why we're happy that you came here. It says only Liberian businesses on product that is produced in Liberia, you can have those percentage. Product that you have to import is ready. I mean, it's for everyone, both national and international businesses. So
there's no preference, as far as I know, from the amended regulation on importation, except where there's a manufacturing level, where there's the evidence of importation, of manufactured goods within Liberia at a certain threshold.
Okay, let me bring that to Bobler. Senator. And guys, you got to remember that the senator is the chairman on LTA and Post of Telecommunication too. The president just put out the suspension of TIA. If you want to weigh your question in, he's the man to answer our question. Dr. Bobler, Wintraroso, Kanyo Barbara. Let's make this round a unique one. Dr. Bobler.
I actually need a little more clarity on the margin of preference and how does that translate into a good practice so that ordinary Liberians benefit from these agreements. Explain the margin of preference a little better and how it translates into a healthy practice so that Liberians benefit when these things are executed. I really don't understand it as well. You kept repeatedly saying margin of preference, margin of preference. Could you explain that better? Are you there, Senator? Are you there, Senator?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Senator, he muted himself. Let's see, maybe a call coming in. Yeah, we need clarification on that, Dr. Bople. We're going to wait for. Senator, if you're hearing us, you muted yourself. I don't know, intentionally or unintentionally, you got to try to unmute. Let me hang up and call him back. Just for you guys. Okay. All right. Okay, so the Senator. All right, Dr. Bople, he's coming back. Let's bring in Senator Francis Dopo. All right, Francis, Senator Dopo. I understand. Did you hear Dr. Bople question?
No, I didn't get it, but I was dropping. Can you just come back, please?
Yes, Dr. Bople.
Senator, I was asking, you made repeated mention of the margin of preference. And I was saying, could you explain that better and how that translates into a healthy practice in these processes so that ordinary Liberians can benefit? Could you explain that better, that margin of preference?
Yeah, okay. So the procurement law provides that the PBCC should do a regulation that protects Liberian businesses, especially in terms of manufacturing or activities like services that are locally available. Okay. So in that light, in 2006, there was a regulation. Then that regulation was amended over time. Then the most recent regulation is 2023. So in that regulation, it's indicated that indeed Liberian businesses and also businesses that are in Liberia, especially when it comes to international competitive bidding. So international bidding would mean that if the amount is 1 billion above, it means you should allow people from outside the country to take part in the bidding process. So with that, we also say, okay, with that process, you got to still protect Liberian businesses. So if the company is in Liberia, for example, even though it's not Liberian businesses, but the in terms of goods, like you're saying chairs and other things, we all know what good is. That good, if it's less than, if the input level on that good, I mean, what is inputted on that goods to make it available in Liberia? If it is less than 30%, okay, then the business that's in Liberia on the overall should get 10% preference. It means you myself, we went to the bidding process. Maybe in our favor points, you got 89 and I got 85. But because I am a company that's in Liberia, I got 10 point high. It means I get 95. I above you. It also go further that because I am a Liberian business in Liberia, I got another 10 point that make it 20%. So it means I got more than 100. So I must get that contract. No matter how your score is above me, of 89, I get 85. But the fact that I'm a Liberian business, I got 20 points above you. That has to do with if that good is less than 30% input. If that good is above 30%, it will mean more than 70% of that good is done in Liberia, then I got 40%. So even if you get 60 and I got 50, I stay above you. Or you get 80, I got 50, I stay above. That's the intent of the businesses. But however, even with that law, it also says that the bid document must specify in it before I pay. In the document, I must see it there. So that would say I'm not privileged to the bid document. Okay, yeah. But in the of cars and other things, you know, in Liberia, we don't manufacture cars, we don't manufacture yellow machine and things. That's why I'm saying the possibility we get to review that, but obviously that's what the law say on a generic point.
Okay, thank you. Kayo, let's hear you. Dr. Bople, thank you very much. Kayo, your one question for Senator Dopo.
Well, I'd like to preface my question by a comment. Let me say welcome to Scholar Dopo, who I like to say is a brother we go way, way, way back during those days. However, my comment, in many ways, I'm still trying to like package it in a way so it comes across as what it's supposed to be, as a rather objective and supportive comment. I think what we see happening here and the challenge we face is that there's a lack of a local content law in Liberia. That is the challenge. In other countries where they've done this the right way, a local content law across all sectors addresses the question of participation of Liberian businesses or local businesses, not only just identifying the businesses, but it addresses the targets in terms of jobs. It addresses the percentage in terms of those persons who will be in management in those investment areas. It addresses the question of equity participation in these investments and all of those things. And I think that is the challenge we have in Liberia, not a procurement individualized issue of where there is a procurement process and you say, give 10 points to Liberia and give another 5 points to Liberia because they are simply Liberians. Because remember, procurement is dedicated towards getting the best. So if we are just adding points because they are Liberians, and if they cannot perform the service, over time it undermines the whole purpose of providing the service. Because even if we're giving it to a Liberian, the Liberian entity must be prepared to provide that service and provide it at an optimal or comparable level to the foreigner. The real issue is participation in equity. Even if it is given to a foreign business, ultimately that business makes profit. Who benefits from the profit?
So you don't have a question, right? Because we have about 4 minutes with the senator. You don't have a question.
So let me wrap up on my question to the senator on this point. My question to the senator is this. Why, he's a very smart guy, and I know he has the ability to do so. Why haven't they yet drafted and passed a comprehensive local content policy or law for Liberia, covering the petroleum industry, covering the production industry, the mining industry, even the question of woodworks locally? The budget law is year to year, not constant. Every year they will pass a new budget law. After 1 year, that law will expire. They got to pass a new year. So why haven't they done so?
And I agree with Kamyo. I agree with Kamyo. In our various laws, there are different attempts, to address local content, but it is not a synchronized framework. I agree with Kamyo, and that's what I'm passionate about. But what happened in 2024 was just an affirmative action. In lieu of trying to get something better, we thought we should put a checkpoint and start from somewhere. But I agree with Kamyo that we need to have a synchronized, well-structured local content law. Yeah, and the Senate is having a retreat. It's one of the things that on the agenda of the concession committee. We need to have a generic local content law, and I agree with Kamyo.
And I'm willing to volunteer my services pro bono to give you a draft.
Do not solicit here on the show, my brother. We can't do that. You get a senator number, call him privately and tell him that you're willing to work for him. This guy. Senator, please ignore the last comment from Kamyo, please.
CEO, other people pay me a lot of money to do this thing for them. I want to do it for the country for free.
Can I hear you?
Senator, and how are you? Let me ask you this. I think you're trying to speak on behalf of the Liberian people because you're a senator working on behalf of the Liberian people. But let's talk about the ABK issue, right? ABK bid lower than the company. ABK is 21,300,000, and the company that they give in is about 21,600,000, right? But with the 15%, ABK will pay the lowest, which comes to 21,300,000, right? But as we speak right now, they're turning their attention away from the 15%. They are not using the 15%. And the 15% is there by law. As a senator, what will you do at this moment? Because the vice president is looking at a foreign and company and ignoring the Liberian company, and which the Liberian, as you said, should not be spectator. So what will you do at this moment to stop this cheating against ABK as a senator?
Thank you, Kev. Senator, please go ahead.
Let me just respond to you. If I were the one giving the contract as an individual person, okay, I would give the contract to ABK as an individual person. But is that what the law says? So individually, okay, I'm very adamant when it comes to protecting Liberian businesses. But what did the law say? Because fair competition ought to be mindful now. We are in a global world where you don't create a situation where the law does not say it and you give preference that is not due.
The law says it, Senator. The law says it, Senator.
You got to win now, Kev. Kev.
Yes, so speak to the law. Speak to the law and the regulation, then that's fine. But individually, I'm passionate in any kind of contract with ABK, any other Liberian businesses. But what the regulation speaks to, that's what we are saying. And I don't want us to go to a situation where we use our feelings against regulations and procedure. No, I can't speak to that.
Are you aware of the 15% that you're giving to Liberian business?
I just told you what the law says. The 15% you can go your reference. The 10% I just told you the regulation. The recent regulation is 2023. It says when the goods is the input manufacturing of that goods is less than 30%, there's a 40% preference to Liberian businesses. If the goods input is above 30%, it is a 20% preference to Liberian businesses. So if this good is manufactured in Liberia, rest assured the law is clear that yes, then this company, that is Liberian company, must get it.
Thank you very much, Senator. Excuse me, Kev. Abula Mame, can we go ahead? Abula?
Yeah, the only thing I will ask the senator to do is to publish the regulation. We are referring to a regulation here that I have not seen. And he said that regulation is as old as 2023. On the other hand, we heard of others citing a regulation that says the 15% or 10% is not restricted to imported or locally produced food. I can't confirm that because I've not read it. I'm only saying there are two competitions also being discussed. One group said there's a regulation that doesn't restrict it to import or locally produced goods. The senator is saying there is the latest regulation that says that percentage is for locally produced goods. I am only asking the both sides to release the regulation so the public can see it. Since it is the crux of the senator's argument, it would have been appropriate for the senator to have shared the regulation of 2023 so we can read it and make form.
Sure. Maybe I can do that. Just like we were called to speak to issues. That's why, and I thought it was not a research based publication, but my reliance will be shown. And I'm not making a defense against a Liberian company. I will try to delineate the facts between the 2024 budget law that is specifically on financial procurement on threshold as opposed to what we call preference. However, without consent, I think I'm obliged to be able to respond subsequently on the matter.
Thank you very much, Mame. Emmanuel George.
Good evening, Senator. Hope you're having a great evening.
Good evening.
Yes, sir. Since this regulation was passed in 2023, do you have any data as to how many Liberian companies have benefited from this regulation?
So, like I said, that's what I'm concerned about. You see, my decision to write plenary in terms of getting the PPC to give us a report is intentional. It's an affirmative action to make sure that, let's see what has been happening. Okay, with respect to the issue of the margin of preference, obviously that regulation came in the period where we all were preparing how to get re-elected. Remember, I was a representative. Okay, so we're preparing how to get re-elected. So it makes sense, for us to do a review. However, I was so concentrated on the issue of the 2024 budget law. That's why I go to communication. But it makes sense for us to go further back to see, because anytime you pass a law, and regulations are made, okay, it's good for us to check and see how far we are in terms of the implementation, which I will do.
So, Senator,
second question, Senator.
Go ahead, my friend. Go ahead.
Okay, so Senator, you listen. Thousands of Liberians are listening to you. Do you want to promise that you will, when you get the outcome of that report on the data, you're going to share with Liberian people? And if you find out that Liberian businesses have not benefited from this regulation, what steps are you going to take?
So the intent of my communication is for further action. It's not a mere writing to plenary. So obviously, that's why when it was done in June, the communication went in June to PPCC around June 25th. Before July we closed. And when we came back, I decided to raise the issue of recess because I'm very clear, I'm adamant about those things. Liberian businesses, if you listen to me recently on the digital day week that just opened, on in terms of coming to Liberia with the World Bank and other thing, I emphasize in that whatever we do, we will have Liberian businesses sharing into it. Yes, indeed, I will fight because I'm the chair on the African Parliamentary Network Related Financial Flow and Taxation. So yes, I'm under obligation to make sure that Liberians see it, and we all together, including you, that will advocate for a better result.
Thank you, Senator. I will be waiting for the outcome of your findings. Have a wonderful evening.
Senator, Senator, thank you. I don't know why Emmanuel want to get rid of you that fast. But hold on, Senator. We got Emmanuel telling man, Emmanuel, come on. Senator, so the TIA came up. President Boyka suspended TIA. Oh, sorry, Greg didn't ask question. Did you, Greg? Greg, please go ahead, and now we'll close on TIA. Go ahead, Greg.
All right, Senator, you said if you were making the decision, ABK would have gotten the contract. I would like A to know what informs our decision.
Because it's a Liberian business. That's right. Go ahead.
All right. So I was wondering. I thought you had specific information, but if it's based on Liberian businesses, I don't know when we'll get you again. Since you spearhead the chairing of Post and Telecom, are you going to proffer any motion that will start naming our streets and fix our address system? That's just a side question. Thank you.
So currently there is a national identification process under the NAPAS with that of the Post and Telecommunication. And there's also this issue with the land authority trying to do block mapping, of setting, I think it was 6 different cities and townships, and to make sure that it roll out to the entire country. So yes, I do support that because it's a key thing that I'm working with the Post and Telecommunication to making sure that our addresses are handled. So there's an ongoing process already with support from World Bank, other institutions, and the government of Liberia. Yes, so I'm also concerned about that.
So Senator, thank you for taking off your time to join us. I want us to discuss the issue about the TIA. At the time you were a representative, I believe, and this TIA came about. We have some document that are put in the chat room. You'll find folks from CDC government, Samuel Twe, Musadin, everybody brought that into law. Today, President Barker suspended the operation. What say you?
Well, so if you follow in the 54th legislature, which I was a part of, and I must say on the record, I have no record, no evidence, there's no vote can be counted where I have voted for the concession for TIA. In fact, before the end of the 53rd, Honorable Blayu, what we call Arce Ronan, draw in the communication to the plenary that the TIA concession has an issue because it was not done properly. Because we were closing, the speaker then decided to defer that for the next legislature to handle. Now, it means there was an issue in the 54th on TIA.
What was the issue, Senator? What was the issue in the 54th?
The communication written by Honorable Blayu as a Ronan was that the extension to 20 years was not what was discussed. But that time, honestly, I was not in country, so I didn't know how it was passed. But when it came in the last minute of our departure from the 54th, okay, he raised the issue that indeed the TIA concession was not meant to be 20 years. That's one. Don't leave it that way. But the other part is you just asked the question that the president. So legally, when we ratify an instrument, and Carlo is there on your show, he knows that when we ratify an instrument, it becomes law. Okay? And the president has no authority. No president has the authority to unilaterally repeal a law. To repeal a law, it is done by the legislature and the executive. Why did I say and the executive? Because when we repeal, the president has to, because the constitution say when both houses concur or agree, then the president must approve, then it become law. Good. So the fact that government is government, and the previous government, according to the records, okay, approving it became law as a concession, the current president cannot repeal it. However, it moves the fact that the current president has the right under the executive law, or let's say under the constitution, I think around Article 58, still to be corrected, to take executive decision, administrative decision. But when that decision is taken, then the legislature will have to review the decision to concur. I give you instances, okay? The very new code is a statute created by the legislature, approved by the president, became law. But the president can issue executive order to suspend tariff. It's to suspend taxes in the period of time. But if the legislature did not fail to override that period of that executive order remains. So they are having with several government, not only this government, but Madam Salih, President Weah, you have happened with tariff on the importation of solar energy, LEC, current and other things have been, suspended for a period, even on process and other things. So with that case, the president took the administrative action. It is us now at the legislature now to look through that action and see whether the conditions stated in the action are actually consistent with what we did as the legislature.
So the president, constitutionally, President Barker didn't break the law, correct? His power.
No.
So, but how long would this be? Knowing that, as you said, these are long-term agreement concessions, and how long can the president review this for? Will it have an injury effect to Liberia?
So the executive order has a lifespan for 1 year, but it can be overturned by the legislature. Meaning to say, the fact that we got that information and we can discuss it in plenary and say, hey, Mr. President will override the decision and then law will make this action stand as it is. However, we can also review it, but it has a lifespan until we can override it. It has a lifespan of 1 year. Now, in terms of the implication, yes, it has an implication. So what we're going to do, we're going to call the LTA to tell, in the process of this suspension, how are we going to track this entity? So they cannot respond to currently now because I'm not a technician in LTA to know how many sockets that you can put in that wire to know how to track everything. Okay, but in terms of the sharing, I can say that if the sharing ratio is suspended, government holds the revenue that comes to government. So if government have a counter proposal or strategy to address that, I think the plenary can look through that.
Dr. Bobler, talk to us about TIA. It's getting important and very interesting that we are here having this conversation. The president used his power as president of the republic, but here we are now. If this thing lasts 1 year, I mean, what was your question for the chairman on Post and Telecommunication and LTA, Chairman Senator Francis Dopo?
Senator, my question would be a question around effectiveness. So in other words, how often in the oversight role that the senators play, do they evaluate the effectiveness of a government agency like the FIA and many others? And the reason I say that is because, we have, I think, a very big government in terms of so many agencies and bureaus and parastatals that's supposed to get things done, and especially when it comes to fiscal responsibility, transparency, minimizing malpractices, but still we see this happening. So the question would be, how often is there a quarterly thing where they just check? They don't have to wait for something to go wrong to just check to make sure the agencies are performing well. That's the question I would have, because I think performance matters because it helps ordinary Liberians. But if we wait until something goes down before they show up there, I wonder if it's effective. Do they do this regularly? Do we have like a schedule? And regularly, those who are responsible for oversight, different sectors of the government, do they do that? In this case, FIA and others. That's my question. I don't know if the senator heard that.
Dr. Bobler, you want to be clear?
Yeah, because you said FIA. Is that the Financial Intelligence Agency?
Dr. Bobler, are you hearing us?
Yeah, I can hear you now. I hear you now.
He's asking whether it's TIA because we are talking about TIA. Okay, yeah, TIA. TIA. Francis.
Okay, so as the chair on telecommunication, I work with a committee members. We have a roadmap. We have series of meetings. I don't want to speak generically for all of the committees, but the good thing about the Senate is that every member of the Senate chairs a committee. So when you ask me the question that fit under carbon credit or whatever you call it, I will refer you to Senator Snow. If you ask me the question on the public works, I'm a member, I'm an MP, but I will also refer you to Senator Abachi.
Okay, so the TIA question, who are you referring us to? Francis, to? Right?
Hello, am I here?
Yeah, you're back then. Go ahead.
The TIA function, okay, as TIA is a private entity, but that process is the gateway process. It's a system that also has for one of my committee. Yes, in the mine committee, with my colleagues, we have been involved with the LTA on Abdullah Kamara as acting, now on Colin Masakwe as the now new chair. We have had series of meetings. We have this discussion on the CCL. By way of information, on Tuesday, there will be a public hearing on the entire sector on the MLO. those companies like New Star and Orange as to the level of connectivity. So yes, my committee have a roadmap. We don't do just quarterly, we do routine. We have monthly engagement, then we have public hearing and so forth. Yes, so we have had discussion over time regarding the TIA on revenue issue, on terms of performance, even the value added issue. There was one time we had a public hearing regarding like 20% share. So yes, indeed, we do have. Okay, but I don't want to speak for all the committees, but for the telecommunication committee, yes, we are engaging our people. In fact, all of our engagement have opened up discussion that have led to some of these actions that have been taken.
Okay, Mame, do you have a question here? Dr. Bobler, thank you very much, man.
I mean, his response to Dr. Bobler's question really gave me interest in following up, right? The Liberian Senate, the Senate for the country, Dr. Bobler is asking like efficiency, making sure things, and you're talking about having these engagements, having these hearings. Honorable Senator, where can we find reports of some of these engagements you have? Like the Senate have engagement with the LTA quarterly engagement to understand efficiency issues, identify problems. Where can we find these reports? Because just having discussion and nobody can report is a concern.
No, I can help you, and which we are also going there. I'm not going to prove to you that we are perfect. So we don't have a data portal, which we've been trying to pose to our colleagues that we have a data reporting portal. So all of these reports can be uploaded so you can see. However, the Senate has a website and we will have a journal. So when you go to the Senate website, you will see the journal there, and then you can read through the journal, because when we do reports, we got to plenary to make report or to plenary. So the reports are also there. However, I cannot speak to all the committees doing the same thing. But whenever a committee concludes its engagement, it makes report. Recently, the Protein spoke about quarterly reporting, but we don't have a portal yet to upload all of these things. Yes, I may agree with you. You will be a little bit, not confused in the way that you are limited. I mean, confused in the way that we are not have a specific site to say all of the reports will go through. So we got to get there. But honestly, yes, we do try what we can do. But you can check our journal to see some of those reports that do. In fact, at the beginning of every quarter, or that will say, because we got three different breaks in the Senate. At the beginning of our section, we are asked to give briefing, but those briefing are accompanied by reports, obviously. Yeah, but I think we should have a synchronized platform or portal where you can go in and get that. So I know that's a part of our limitation that we can work on.
Okay, because I on the Senate website here, I can't see anything here. I mean, it's from what I see here.
Senate journal, I just told you the reports are not in the portal uploaded, but the journal can tell you that committees have made report on SYT. I just was on a limitation. I'm not defending. I'm telling you what's going on and what can we do better.
Okay, Senator. So I mean, Stanton, to just conclude on the one, for the sake of the public, it would be better the Senate invests in these kind of things. I mean, any other group Senate you go to, you check on their website, you see these reports. It helps for people to understand what the Senate is doing, to appreciate the Senate, and not just see as a place where people can get money and back. I come in.
I agree with you. Don't waste your breath. I agree with you.
Okay.
We need to do that. It's part of my advocacy and my colleagues. We need to do that. Because all than that will just be killed by association.
Exactly.
Yeah. The committee are not performing. The other committee are not performing.
Vacation, they do nothing. That's why everybody accuse you of.
So Senator, Senator, before you go, now we really do appreciate you on this quiet Friday. Man, we're just relaxing, having fun. Thank you again. My sympathy on behalf of the team. Our sympathy to you, the loss of your family member. We pray that God can strengthen you and your family. But before we let go of you, though, it's very important that this TIA, and how soon will you receive the document from the executive? And will you have reason why they are suspended? What do you think? What are you hearing?
Well, so the executive order, we don't necessarily have to wait for the president to write us. The fact that the executive order has been published, our committee now, we are concerned, my colleagues are all concerned, our chance is hot, about the issue. So as an oversight committee, we are going to take the issue beginning Tuesday. We're not going to wait for the president to write us. We're not going to wait.
Is there any clause within the agreement, right, to tell, for such and such time, they're going to go to a lawsuit here? The reason why I'm asking, I have the old agreement, and that's the only agreement that brought them, which was everybody's seeing here. It was signed by then the vice president, Madam. Actually, it was signed by Abuchi. He put his signature on behalf of the vice president of the Senate as a pro tem, the secretary of the Senate then, and the speaker for chamber. As you can see, the document is very clear to say that yes, we have them. But Senator, how long? And these are the guys. What more can you tell us? Samuel Tware's signature is here. Musa Dean, Harris is here, and everybody's signature. What led to this? That's what I'm getting to. What do you think? What was it because of the GSC report? What are you gathering? What led to the president's decision, Senator?
Well, so the president's message is clear. The NDCC has a report. The GSC has a report. Now, normally under the act created the GSC will report to the legislature. Under the Westminster audit process, we have to do a public hearing. But then where it's established that there is a fraud, we're waiting for the Public Accounts Committee. So on that note, I would say that there are a lot of other things, but the one that's stated in terms of what the executive order is going to be used. And to just go beyond this, it's not publicly available. So we're going to use the executive order and reference all of the documents and information that's stated in.
Okay, I think we have technical. The phone is going off. Emmanuel and Conor Gray, I'm sorry. We can't get to you guys. Senator, if you can hear us, we appreciate your time on the show tonight. And we'll reach out to you again with further information.
I wanted to ask you something.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Senator. We appreciate your time. Thanks. Kev, Emmanuel didn't ask question. Conor Gray didn't ask question. The senator gave us 15 minutes. We took more than 30 minutes.
Oh, that's fine.
So Dr. Boble, I know you got to go for that anniversary. We wish you guys well, and our regards to the family, especially to Madame. Enjoy. Be careful now. You know the age.
Good night. Good night.
You ain't saying nothing to me. All right. I want to say to you, Emmanuel, this thing about TIA, right? We're going to wait and see. But the president came to America. The father passed away. These are the two sons on the Leska, right? I put the information in the chat room. President George Manawea at the time brought in TIA. TIA, they were represented by Fonati Kofa. They were represented by this Oswald Tuah, the Justice Minister, Musa Dean, as minister at the time. They all brought this thing in. We have our own story to TIA, and I'm not going to go there, but we will investigate further. We discussed TIA. We have the documents, right? A lot of money went out on a TIA. A lot of money went out. People allegation that they took money for themselves, by themselves. They were compensated greatly by this company. Prior to that, we have a company by the name of GVG. During the Madam Salif era, Conor Gray, we discussed this. GVG, it was Unity Party, Madam Salif Joseph Boakai, TIA. So when John Weah came on, John Weah kicked out GVG and brought in TIA. Now we are understanding that we are on a different track here, that TIA will leave and GVG is coming back. So it's like the SIMO from Unity Party to CDC, from Unity Party. So if you bring back CDC will kick out GVG that is coming in and bring back TIA again, because everybody got to bring their own thing. Emmanuel, I see you shaking your head, but this is not in the interest of the country.
Yeah, what a drafty fee. Look, my concern is that yes, the president suspended TIA today, and we have the chairman here. My concern is whether he saw this coming. That's the question I had to ask him. Did he see it coming? Did he have he raised red flag about TIA before the suspension today? And if yes, did he make recommendation to the executive concerning this, and the president is taking action? So, but again, as we continuously say on this network, if this circle that you're sharing is the circle we continue to see, and I show is the circle we continue to see, then we have to be very wary of how we run government, because government should be a continuity. There should be programs that move on. The only reason why you would want to stop a program of a former government is because you have benefit in it, and your benefits are not coming forward. And we cannot run our country like this. We need a country where investor can believe that an investment is secure for the time they sign the contracts, and that those contracts are binding both on government and on the investor. And then we need the legislature to do their work of oversight. When the president is suspending a company that have contractual agreement through the national legislature, who also have to have oversight, and the chairman of the committee did not see it coming, that should be very concerning for every one of us Liberians. Thank you.
I couldn't agree. You know, and more to come on this front, couldn't agree, right? Go and investigate GVG. We got a lot of information coming out. During the turnover though, from 2017 to 2018, when Joel was taking over, right? The whole GVG turnover document, we have it. During the turnover note from 2023 to 2024, when Joseph Yuban Boaka took over, the whole TIA document, we have it. But yes, the catch couldn't agree. Both companies, the amount of money that they walk with out of Liberia, and the amount of people that were involved that destroyed our country interest and benefit, whether CDC or Unity Party, is staggering. It is concerning. And we can call those guys names, from the Unity Party government 2017 to that of CDC government 2023. Everybody coming with the same. So will Joseph Yuban Boaka bring back GVG? Or is that an intent for suspending TIA? I mean, a lot of questions are circulating around, and we're digging deeper, Conagray.
You know, Stanton, I have not been privy to look at the GVG's article of incorporation or the formation of the organization, but I was able to peruse the TIA's article of incorporation. There are lots of questionable moments there. I look at date. For instance, the same day they were issuing a PPCC procurement contract was the same day they formed the TIA. For me, that raises a red flag. And then TIA got its ITIN, which has to do with the tax identification number 20 days after that bid. So if you want to raise concern, there are lots of red flags. I understand that people can be sloppy when they're in a hurry, but I think due diligence was not done here at all with the formation of that TIA. And they were awarded contract before they were even a company or a body. So go back and look at some of the, I sat carefully, read through. I'm like, well, this is sloppy job. And that's exactly when some of the things we need to be careful. When I know people want to take money away from the country.
Well, Colin Gray, let me interrupt you, right? Let me bring you up to speed here. As much as we're going to say yes, you're correct, I want you to go back and read about GVG. Similar company on the Unity Party. It was so sloppy.
Yeah.
A lot of people stole money on a GVG. I mean, the records are coming up. But you know what you're looking at, though? We are not looking at the 2017, 2018 turnover from GVG. Because what we have with us today is TIA. So you're right. We have lawmakers, the rig TIA, minister rig TIA. People right now will be losing bigly because TIA is suspended. But it's the same thing with GVG. GVG were massively corrupt. So if you, I'm looking at the document of GVG. If you make the comparison, they are the same devil, the kids of the same father. Who is the devil?
No, I agree.
So people are saying now, okay, Mr. President, you did the right thing. But what's the intention here? Did you do it to bring back GVG? Or did you do it to be fair with the Liberian people? But I will counsel everybody, right, Conagray? Let's wait and see. Because the old man, Joseph Yuma Boaka, the president, is stopping the current bleeding, preventing TIA from further and being accused by GSC and other people that in and out of government are profiting. He's stopping that. Bravo, Mr. President. But then we'll wait and see what we're hearing, whether GVG is coming back, and then we'll make the argument. So it's just fair to have this conversation, Conor Gray. I just wanted to put you there. I will share this document. Talk to me. Finish us, sir.
Yeah. So Stanton, this kind of mouse game, it's one probably that will not go unnoticed since now, back in 2017, of course, platforms like ours, were just taking shape. But now our eyes and ears are pressed in every direction. So I will see what the president does hereafter. But I would say I don't know if the process that follows this will be as sloppy as the formation of those two organizations back as far back as Madam Salif's era and President Weir's era, former President Weir's era. But I will hope that this time anything that ensues from here will benefit the Liberian people. Too much money is taken out of Liberia, or goes in the pockets of private individuals. That's why I say everybody is protective of this process. A lot of people, as you said, stand to lose. And you know what? We are the watchdogs. We'll be able to bring some of those issues out nowadays, unlike in the past. Stanton.
Thank you very much. Let me bring in our brother, Councillor Bala. Councillor, I know we have limited information in there. I just put in the turnover note. It's a lot, but you can find in there TIA. All right, turnover note. Okay. We will be ending the show shortly. Today is a beautiful Friday. We're not going to hang with us. Emmanuel George, after Kev Hassan, will just wrap this thing up because Lorena have to go getting the information. She have to go. Councillor, let's hear you real quick. It's after 11. We'll end the show briefly because the producer have to leave. She got an emergency. So, Councillor, go ahead.
Thank you, Stanton. I like the fact that you always try to balance it out, right? It's not about Unity Party or CBC or who or what. You want to look at whether the action of the president is balanced, and that's a good thing. But what I was saying now is that Unity Party before may have been the same name Unity Party, but it is not the same Unity Party today. The configuration of government is different. The leadership of government is different. The key actors are different. The power centers are different. President Boakai is not President Sirleaf. So these are different eras. And I think it's important to look at it within that framework. Also, GVG deal, I don't know about the GVG as yet. You're still sharing the information. But it happened many years ago. And I'm not saying that makes it right. But it's not ongoing as we speak. Whereas TIA is happening or was happening in real time, even as we speak, now, until the president issued the executive order 154 to cancel it, right? So I just want to put that in perspective. I don't think it's selective treatment. I think it is President Boyka moving on to act forcefully, and it's important. For example, all the processes, at least I read what you shared about the executive order, and just from a legal standpoint, all the processes were followed. And that's why I disagree with Dr. George that investment should continue. Investment should continue when fraud is present. That's not the kind of investment we want for Liberia. Number one, the GSC did an audit of this TIA thing, and it found that there were irregularities and there were risks around revenue. So there was an audit done. Number two, based on that audit, the Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission went in and investigated and found and concluded in report that the award was illegally given. Then, like Conor Remy Gray put out there, this organization formed 4 days before they submitted bid to compete for this thing as well. They didn't stop there. A few months or so later, the agreement is saying was for 35% revenue sharing. They increased their share to 49% and extended it by 20 years. So you got GSC doing audit, you got LSCC investigating, both integrity institutions coming to the same conclusion that this is fraud and this is fraudulent and illegal, and the president has taken an action. Now, what I will ask the president to do in this respect, further to these reports, is to establish the beneficial ownership of TIA. Because one thing we don't know is who are the actual owners of TIA. We need to know beyond the share corporations, the actual names of people who own TIA and the monies they collected.
Councillor,
that's the next step.
Councillor, I beg you, because Lorena has to leave, and when she leave, we will not be on the radio. So it's just fair that, she got an emergency, she has to leave. So,
hey, Lorena. Lorena used to be on, but this time she left going home soon.
No. She usually hang with us though, but she really have to leave, and she's sending me messages. But notwithstanding, Councillor, great conversation tonight. I believe that we should all come back tomorrow and discuss further something about TIA, and we'll share the conversation with you. We know who are the owners, but it's not.
I knew that.
It's about the lawyers and people on the side that are fronting, right? And we'll call the names tomorrow. But then I want us to also go down with GVG. As much as he said those are not the key players, I see Emmanuel laughing. You still got a key player there. Vice President then Joseph Yima Boyka, President today Joseph Yima Boyka, Minister then Gafwan, Minister today Gafwan. We can go down the line and name them, but that's not my argument. I will end here. I do believe that President Boyka make a very, very, in the interest of Liberia, a unique decision to suspend TIA, and I applaud that. I do believe so. TIA, like Medtech, they are bleeding Liberia. But then what happened with Medtech? And what we say hanging around with all the report that Medtech stole from us and stealing from us. So, little here, little there. Tomorrow we'll have a very interesting show. What about the NIR and the OC? The NIR is a national identification register, right? Are you getting the information coming forth? I think the committee headed by Samuel Kofi Woods is doing an exceptionally well job, right? I think it's in the technical room. I will put it in our chat room. I want you guys to take your time and read it. Let's talk about it. I don't want to be keeping this information as a still we don't have it, because that kind of now frustrating me every day. He doesn't have it. So I want to catch it.
You give it to me, then I'm talking, you say, Lorena coming call. So we'll talk about it tomorrow.
Lorena, can you come on? Like, can you come on? Kev, close quickly.
I know I will answer you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Let me close on it. Can you, my brother? Don't say it's a new government, it's the same player. Stanton is correct. It's the same guy. It's the same people. when you come on and say things are different, the vice president was there. Everybody in this government, most of the people in this government were there. So maybe you think that maybe at this time they changed their mind or something, or they come in a new name. And I don't know. But let me say this, right? The GVG, as we're speaking about, contract were ended July 2017. A year later, the TIA came in I think in June 2018. Check the document, you will see it. A year later. Why they are bringing the GVG back? Because it's the vice president folks. The vice president folks. So we have to look into it. We have to dig deeper and know why they're bringing it. But if anybody say that the CDC government muscle out or something to the GVG, no, the contract was ended in July 2017. The documents are there.
I mean, they want to CDC Bennett. The people who behind it, that deal with them.
So Kev, we gotta go. Usually we don't do this. We gotta go. Lorena, thank you very much for even being patient with us, guys. We have to leave it there. Usually we will write at 8 o'clock, 8:30, but our sister Lorena have to go home. Emmanuel Josh, thank you very much. We'll get to you next time more. I hope that we'll have a good time. We'll be discussing NIR, the National Registry, TIA, GVG. I put the information in the chat room. We'll discuss other national issues, the president trip now to Dubai, and every other thing. Till we meet again, guys, tomorrow. Have a good evening.
But Stento, I got a message for you that I need to share now.
Yeah, real quick.
Nelly Service wants you to know they're forming their own political party.
Yeah, but she said she's a global chair. She sent me the letter. She's a global chair. All right. Kev, the guy gotta go home, Kev. I beg you. Emmanuel, thank you very much. Kev, thank you very much. Emmanuel, thank you. I want to say, Lorena, real quick. Let me do that. I forgot. That's what Kev want to do. I will hang here real quick to do it real quick. I want to send a thank you, Lorena. I want to send a birthday greetings to Micah. Micah, happy birthday to you. Sorry that I was keeping it for last, but we have to go on this emergency. We want to say, Micah, if you want to swallow your Dumbo, Micah is the place to be. Happy birthday to you. She looks so wonderful, so beautifully made. May God bless you. May God keep you. We wish you all the best. Happy birthday to my one and only dear. She's not CMC, she's not Liberty Party, she's not Unity Party, she's not CDC, she's Stanton Party. I'm a party global chair right there. Happy birthday to you, Micah. All right. Lorena, thank you very much.
Thank you, Lorena. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Good night, CEO. Good night to the guys and all the panelists. Of course, another edition of your program, Spoon Talk. We appreciate you. You are always here, to make sure you get all the information, credible information, breaking news and developments, everything that made headlines. We even make the headlines right here on Spoon Talk. Thank you for being there. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for contributing. Your calls, all of them are very important to us. Again, I encourage you to subscribe to the channel. Thank you for supporting the brand, Spoon Network. Listening to 107.5, listening to Fabric 101.1. And always following the show. We appreciate you. Another edition returns on the 1st of November, and that is going to be on Saturday, 8 p.m. Liberian time. My name is Lorena Honoré. I produce. Have a wonderful evening, and don't you forget to always put God first in whatever you do. Bye-bye.
Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Morovia. Spoon gonna tell you what's happening in